has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Action-packed drama at its premium. It is the Oman Cricket Academy, and yes, the Oman D20 powered by Fancode, match number 19. Renaissance challengers taking on IAS Invincibles. Two sides, out of which one is looking spirited and the other is looking to get in the mix of things. Without any further ado, let's head to the toss right in the center.
It's toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D20 powered by Fancode. We are on match number 19 and I've got the men who matter the most to my left. The home team captain, Renaissance challengers, and they are represented by Hamad Ifraq, Mehran Khan representing IAS Invincibles, and of course we have Mr. Barani, and he'll have the toss with him, the coin with him. Home team captain will spin the coin. Yeah, Khanjar it is. So, Mehran Khan winning the toss. IAS Invincibles, what would you like to do?
We are going to bat first.
All right. So, possibly looking at the condition and possibly looking at the situation in which you are stacked up in this points table. What are the changes and what is the mindset of the team?
Yeah, as you see, we win 2 matches, and last match was a good match because we are just lacking in the batting. Bowling is all right. They are doing well. And we are looking forward for this match. So if we win this match, we will be in a table.
Okay. Tell us something about the team morale and with the way, some of the stars in the team and as well as some of the young guns in the team are performing. How does IAS Invincibles look at this tournament?
Yeah, like if you see the Shoaib Akhtar Jr., he is bowling superb. And even Muzahir, he bowled very well. Even our spinner, they are doing very well. Just only there's some places like we are lacking in batting only. So if we score at least 130 or 140, inshallah, I'm sure we will win. Any team, they cannot do that.
Okay, last but not the least, team combination for today.
There is one change. Asif Al-Balochi, team owner, he came in and Haitham is out.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Hamad Ifraq, happy to bowl first, or is this a good toss to lose?
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, we won this toss. We want to bat first also, but unfortunately, we lost, no problem. But we will try to restrict them below 110, 120, and inshallah, we will try to chase it down.
Still looking to score that first point to get off the mark. I know it's a very disappointing start, but then the second leg and everything to play for, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very disappointing for us, but we are not keeping our head down. And we are playing best cricket today, inshallah, and we will try to win this game. And if you will see, last couple of years, we played a good cricket. Last year, we were champion in 2 days. So one bad tournament cannot discuss it cannot define our journey. So we are just focusing on today's game, and we will, inshallah, try to win this.
Rightly said, but there has always been some question about winning those small moments in the game. How do you approach it differently from here onwards?
Yeah, if you will see in last 4 games, we are in the game till the last over, and in last over we lost that game. It is very disappointing for us, but today we will try to finish it down, inshallah, and we will try to win this game at anyhow.
All right, what about the team combination?
Actually, one change is there. Rafi Rana is coming in, Shahbaz Shah is going out.
All right, all the best for today. All right, you've heard it from the captain themselves, and IAS Invincibles win the toss and elect to bat first.
Amin Wagli discussing the fortresses of the captains. IAS Invincibles doesn't have a lot of changes. They're going with an almost similar side, except Asif Al-Balushi, who makes way for himself and probably dropping a player. Talking about Renaissance, they have a change as well. And that's where this is going to be a very interesting game. introducing my partner Jamil Zaidi, the experienced Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, talk us about this game. Renaissance Challengers haven't won a game so far, and IAS Invincibles, they've just found their form.
Thank you. Now, yes, of course, you have seen Habib Afrak what is telling that they are desperate to get a win. And I hope if they will try, they bowled well and they batted well, they will get the first victory of the tournament.
Nadeem with the ball. Big shot to start off. It's high up in the air. Amanullah underneath it. He drops it. What have you done here? You can't be dropping Mehran Khan. He's the powerhouse of IAS Invincibles, and the very first ball not in the game is Renaissance Challengers.
Sitar has been dropped. I don't know what he was looking for. Even the sun is not on that side. He can easily take it. Look at that one. He can easily had it. Maybe he came quite forward rather than going back.
The only thing in equation or in his support that I can put is the wind probably. And that's never an excuse, because at this level, when you're playing professional cricket, you're representing a big corporate, you have to have your best foot forward. Big shot once again, outside edge, overslips. Mehran has come with some intent. Probably he's looking for the fastest 50 of the tournament.
Well, this is his intent right from the day one he has come. And sometime when everything clicked to his favor, yes, he can do that.
I really like what I see from Mehran Khan. He has dropped on the first ball. The second delivery gets a boundary of the outside edge. And this is the way you would want Mehran Khan to play. The ball pitched up and he will throw the kitchen sink at it. Doesn't matter which delivery it is.
He is that sort of player that he never go for that. He just like to go and hit each ball for a maximum. The moment I said once again it hits it over the bowler's head and it's a boundary.
Straight as an arrow. Mehran Khan very destructive. And he's just showcasing why he's been so good. The team is not out yet. If Oman is looking for an opener, an attacking opener, Mehran is knocking the door. What are your thoughts, Jamil bhai? Mehran, opener, Oman, Asia Cup?
Well,
Once more, over mid-off on this occasion. Another boundary. This is intense from Mehran Khan.
Well, absolutely. He is that sort of a batter. I always tell, whether he never take any pressure, no instruction from anyone, whatever is at in his mind, he do that. And what exactly he is doing.
That's what Pathans are all about. Pathan power. Mehran Khan. What a player. Plays with his heart. Nothing to do with the mind. He's an all-heart person. Shorter, and this is much better from Nadeem. Learnt it the hard way. 3 boundaries in that over of Nadeem, and 14 without loss as IAS off to a flyer. Mohammad Rafi, after a much needed break, he was looking a little restless, and that's where he was rested for one of the games, and now he's back in the mix of things.
What a brilliant over. IAS in the first one, 14 runs on the board through the heroics of Mehran Khan.
Flicked on the leg will be a single to bring the very dangerous Mehran Khan back on strike. It's a good idea, Jamil bhai, to rest players and rotate players on opportunities.
That's why you have 14, 15, 16 players with your team. So everybody has to be given a chance to get some experience of this sort of cricket that is going on here.
Gone are the days of 14, 15, 16. Now we are talking about 20 players. Every side has 20.
Well, you have to select from 14, no? The playing game I'm talking about. Induction is, of course, a bit different.
Dancing down the track, and Mehran Khan has arrived to the Oman Cricket Academy. He's damaging Renaissance Challengers and their comeback opportunity.
He's a just destroying player, Imran Khan is. And today the intentions are right from the first ball. And all credit goes to the fielder who dropped him. And now he's really looking absolute dangerous.
Wonder where is Amanullah? Would love to have a visual of Amanullah. That's the face that we want to see, because he'll be feeling the pressure, he'll be feeling the heat. Yes, it's hot and humid, but this is a different kind of heat.
Whenever he's on fire, Imran Khan, he never saw who is bowling. Just come into his groove.
Inside out on this occasion, dropped again. This time it is Nadeem. This is mediocre stuff. Very, very mediocre stuff from Renaissance Challengers.
Well, with the things are going, I'm sure Mehran will get maybe 50, what you predicted in the very first over. That wouldn't be an easy one.
That's a regulation opportunity. No excuses whatsoever. He's down on the ground. Yes, in pain. He made a mess of it. Probably wasn't expecting it. Was expecting Mehran to go all out. Certainly looks in some kind of pain.
Should not be the fingers from where she's bowling this left arm.
It is. It's his left hand.
Oh.
He's a left arm spinner. And look at that sportsman spirit. You see the IAS Invincible substitute immediately coming to the rescue of Nadeem. And this is what you see at the Oman D20. Good quality sportsman spirit. They fight their heart out. They go after one another. But when it comes to sportsman spirit, it's the best.
Yes, absolutely. This should be the part of this beautiful game called a gentleman's game, Pranav. And people are following the saying of gentleman game. So that's a very good thing.
He will require a little bit of rest. He's still flat on the ground, in a lot of pain. I hope he's not dislocated his finger, because the visuals aren't great. Rafi will be disappointed. It was a regulation catch. One of the easiest that you can get at this level.
But this is the beauty of this game, but now that any simple things makes you so difficult, and all difficult things come so easy.
9 balls, as it almost feels as if Renaissance Challengers have just not turned up to the ground, because 2 opportunities in 9 balls is what they've missed, and these are opportunities of Mehran Khan. 22 and 21 of those runs have come from the bat of Mehran. Once again driven in the gap, should get a couple. Osama Akil taking a page from the book of Mehran Khan. Attack is the best form of defense.
But this is once nicely played, picking the gap for 2. The intentions looks quite good as far as the IAS Invincibles concerned, especially the captain Mehran Khan, showing his class, how destructive he was when he was in form.
Mehran Khan is certainly taking us 10 years back from where Mehran Khan was a big name, real big name. Sliding down the leg, and this is going to be a single for Osama. Gets the all dangerous Mehran Khan back on strike. This is going to be a good interesting contest. Rafi, 11 of the over with the ball to spare against Mehran. And now long on is in the picture. Will it be the in-swinger or will it be the slower delivery? I believe it's going to be the slower delivery.
Whatever delivery, Mimran is going to attack.
Inside out and just wide of mid-off. Mehran is in some mood. He's woke up on the right side of the bed and right now he's punishing Renaissance Challengers for it. 29 at the end of 2 overs and they still haven't lost a wicket courtesy of some poor fielding.
Coming down the wicket, Mehran Khan over to the long off for another boundary to his credit. 25 of just 9 deliveries with maximums. He's absolutely looking dangerous today.
And the biggest problem is that we did hear Hamad Efraq suggesting that it's going to be a 110, 130 kind of a game. And that's where if you want to play a 110, 130 type of game, you need to hold on to your opportunities, because if Mehran goes off with a flyer, then it's going to be a 120 plus 130, maybe 140 game.
Surely, absolutely, you're right.
They bring in their ace spinner, Amir Shah, into the attack from the Oman LNG end.
Every team has its own planning. What plan they do have, the Renaissance Challengers, what Habib Ifraq was saying. He was eyeing a lesser score for them to chase easily.
This is going to be very interesting. Mehran Khan versus Amir Shah.
Usama is doing the right thing, giving more strike to Mehran Khan. Taking on the singles.
Amir Shah. He's a defender. And he's up against a striker. Yes, this is not the game of football. This is the game of cricket. But it's a game of defense versus attack. Full toss. Drill to mid-off. Does well Hanif to keep it down to a dot ball. They're warming their hands up at the moment because our Mehran is having a Mehran show here.
Testing each fielder with his blistering shot.
What an incredible strike. Mehran Khan into the dugout of Renaissance Challengers. He's not only destroying the fielders inside the ground, but also the dugout.
Today he's on rampage. Just nicely picked right from the middle of the bat towards the pavilion.
Straight into the dugout of Renaissance Challengers. I wonder if Nadeem was in line of that. What an incredible show from Mehran Khan. 31 of 11. He's done the damage already. Can he continue, and for how long can he continue? It's a very important dot ball from Amir Shah.
Your prediction seems to be coming up with the way the Mehran is batting. He might get the quick at 50.
31 of 12. Shorter and a quick single gets him off strike. This is intelligent cricket from Mehran Khan. Does realize that Amir is here to pick up a wicket. 8 runs from that over of Amir. 3 overs done, 37 for no loss. IAS. Out of answers, and forcibly the most experienced bowler of Renaissance Challengers has to come into the attack. Sufyan. It's going to be a lot of slower delivery. It's going to be a lot of cutters. 2 fielders in the deep, long on and deep mid wicket. This is going to be very interesting. They're hustling for a single. Intelligent cricket from Mehran Khan.
This is what I always try to tell him, that you are a player who can smash any bowler. But only thing that you have to have a cool head. And today, up to now, he's showing, yes, he's a cool head player.
I so want to differ from you, Jamil Bhai. If Renaissance challengers would be up for a contest, Mehran would have been dismissed twice in this innings and he would have been back to the dugout for a 0.
But this is all cricket now. I mean, things are happening like that. Simple catch in the very first delivery and then again dropped at the extra cover.
Just portrays the poor game show of Renaissance challengers throughout this tournament so far. They're missing those big players that they released, starting with Wasim Ali.
Yeah, he was a very, very good all-rounder for Renaissance challengers in the last edition of this tournament.
They've let their gems go, and at the moment they're paying a price that they didn't expect to pay. Renaissance challengers. Big shot, Mehran Khan. It is the Mehran show. It's a delight for IAS Invincibles and their fans because Mehran is destroying Renaissance challengers here.
Absolutely. Absolutely blistering knock so far.
What an incredible strike. Picked it up from outside the off stump. A slog sweep to the fast bowler, Sufyan. And see that ball travel. It came from the middle of the bat of Mehran. And it traveled a huge distance. Probably one of those 80-90 meter sixes.
Possibly the first one was very, very high. This time cuts. The first one was after the maximum, I think, about 70-80 meters, which struck the, what to call, the pools of the lights.
That would be 100 meters because we are playing on the extreme left wicket. That's a huge distance away. We're talking about the boundaries. Probably the advertising hoardings are close to 80-85 meters. And another 10-15 meters for the fencing. So close to 100 meters in my understanding. A dot ball to wind that over. 8 runs from that first over of Sufyan. 45 for no loss at the end of 4.
Dal darasha square leg tha. Square leg tha ka fine leg ki darasha.
Certainly Mehran did not like the way I predicted his wicket last evening. And that's where he's come with a very different intent into the ground today. This is going to be a make or break over. Hanif. He's up against Osama to start off. Big shot. Fielder. Only a spectator. Osama joins the ranks of Mehran. Maximum for him.
You cannot stop this man once he is on fire. And today is absolutely firing.
IAS Invincible looks like a very different side on this occasion. Osama Akil joins the party with Mehran Khan. This is incredible striking from IAS Invincibles. 50 up in no time. Oh! Shorter in length, and Hanif is an intelligent bowler. The first bowler to pick up a hat-trick in the Oman D20 2024-2025 season.
Talk about Mehran Khan. His intention is always same. Whenever he come to bat at number 1, number 5, number 6, number 7, his intention is to go and attack. It's nicely played. Usama is doing the right thing, giving maximum chance to Imran Khan, who is rampage here today.
This is going to be entertaining. 7 of 3 deliveries. Mehran Khan against Hanif. Hit or miss. Big shot. Mehran Khan, the powerhouse, is lighting the post lamp really bright for IAS Invincibles, because Mehran Khan has got that kind of a day today to himself.
A killer at the moment. Just he is only eyeing the maximums, not interested in singles and the boundaries today. What a strike he is doing today.
Incredible striking from Mehran Khan. Need a wicket here. Desperation. Out of serious desperation, Renaissance challengers.
Oh!
It was a very good delivery from Hanif. And it's only going to be a dot ball. Can they manufacture a wicket here? Mehran Khan is destroying them at the moment. 58 of 4.5. 2 sixes in this over. Hit or miss. It's going to be a big shot. Oh, that's well played from Mehran Khan. It's going to be a dot ball to wind that over. 5 overs done. 58 for no loss. IAS Invincible. It's the best start that they've ever received in the season. With that, it's going to be change in voices. Amir Shah starts off with the dot ball. Mudassir Ali Qureshi, Mudiba, Mehran Khan, 45 of 21. He's absolutely destroying Renaissance challengers at the moment.
This is what he's known for, Mehran Khan. Dropped. Another chance put down.
Wonder what they had for lunch. Probably butter naan. Butterfingers at the moment.
3 catches put down, 2 of Mehran. Now Osama Akhil getting a life.
Probably when they were picking up the team, they were picking up based on batting and bowling. They forgot to keep fielding as a criteria. Just saying this as a matter of pun. But Renaissance challengers with their butterfingers are doing a lot of damage to themselves. Can they hold on to one of them? They need a wicket. They need a wicket in any possible fashion.
This is the problem of a young boy Osama in the power play. 4 dot deliveries. You're batting so well, rotating the strike, but the final over, Mehran Khan is off strike because no rotation from Osama Akhil, and he's showing Osama how to take a single towards those big gaps towards leg side. What an over.
You'd want a boundary. Following the footsteps of Mehran's education and picking a single to deep square leg.
This is a platform where the youngsters like Osama Akhil getting an opportunity at the top of the order but not able to utilize it. Such a talented player. Just carried away sometimes to go for those big shots. But now Mehran doing the bulk of the damage with the bat. It's always important for someone like Osama just to rotate the strike, give that support to Mehran.
Wonderful cricket. Brilliant cricket from Mehran at the moment. A single to long on, and he will hold on to the strike for the next over. 6 overs done, and a brilliant start for IAS Invincibles. 60 for no loss. What does Nadeem have to offer here? He did hurt himself at mid-off when he dropped a silly one of Mehran. Can he make a comeback? And can he make it count against Mehran? Because 46 of 22 at the moment is working in favor of IAS, and it is removing Renaissance challenges out of the equation.
They themselves will be blamed for this. On the very first ball, he was put down by the fielder at long on. If I'm not wrong, Amanullah was the fielder. Mehran on strike. He controlled aggression from Mehran. Yes, he got those runs, but in between played those dot deliveries, rotated the strike, took that single. And what a comeback when we were praising Mehran. The young lad, Nadeem, strikes gold here. But what a knock. A brilliant knock from Mehran Khan comes to an end.
He did drop him earlier in the game, and as a fact, he had to go out and get some treatment to his fingers. But now that he's back, he's picked up that all-important prize wicket of Mehran Khan. But only after Mehran Khan did all that damage to Renaissance challengers. A little bit of a turn, just straightened a little bit to beat his outside edge. Just good enough. And Mehran was just looking to do what he does best, tonk it out of the ground. An incredible start for IAS Invincibles, just cut short after the power play. Sufyan comes to the middle. He's been the backbone for IAS Invincibles, holding one end tight. Sufyan Mahmood replaces Asif Khan at slip. What kind of a total with Renaissance challengers be satisfied with? Because at the moment they're looking like a 150, 160 side IAS Invincibles.
Under 110, because IAS Invincibles, they have got quite a few quality fast bowlers in their lineup. And also Shahzad Rahim, the left arm orthodox. And even the likes of Royal Oman's challenge chasing 104 last night, they were in trouble, though they went on to win that game.
Are you expecting a collapse for IAS?
This is what happened, trying to go big yet again. The young lad not afraid to come into the arc of Mehran. Cut hard. Yes, the way they batted in this tournament, yesterday also against Royal Oman's challenge, they were in a comfortable position batting first, but all of a sudden, they just lost the plot. The application by the middle order batters is clearly missing.
Oi, oi.
And I'm quite surprised why they are not using Mansoor Madar top of the order. We'll have this conversation going into the next over. 7 overs gone, 60 for the loss of 1. What an over the previous one. Maiden wicket from Nadeem.
Catch.
Now, this is a very good opportunity for Osama. Someone like Osama who was trusted by the management and by the captain, though not able to get the big scores, but still persisting to go with Osama top of the order. An attacking field. 6 fielders inside the 30-yard circle.
Allah.
Looking for a quick single, and they'll get there. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've been mighty disappointed with Osama because he's never looked to convert those starts into big ones. Don't remember an opportunity where he scored a 50 for himself. And when you're an opener, that is criminal.
And not only that, Pranav, I'm not looking for 50s or big scores. At least that apply yourself, get 30, 40, as we have seen in the case of Anshuman. The determination, the intent to get those runs and to rotate the strike, finding those gaps. It's a very important aspect of this game. You need to know how to rotate the strike, but he's doing a good job. Run a ball 16 so far for Osama. Expectations are high from this boy. And I wish he can get some runs under his belt.
Needs to do justice. He's just got an extended run, and that's where that extended run needs to be re-evaluated. Not by anybody else, but by himself.
A slip comes out there. Point fielder moves towards that short third.
Looking for a quick single. Osama doesn't respond. Should have been a single. It was on the wrong side of Mohammad Rafi. I understand if Osama would have contributions like 10 ball 25, and that would be okay. He's got those runner ball type of starts where his strike rate is somewhere around 120, 130, maybe sometimes 70, 80 as well. And then to throw away a wicket, it never helps the cause of your team.
What an effort from captain. So tight over. Just 4 runs in the last couple of overs. What a comeback by Renaissance Challengers. 8 overs gone, 64 for the loss of 1.
Sufyan has a big role to play here. They've got that kind of start that they would have wanted. They don't want to lose onto it. And that's where Hanif is here to pick up a wicket. He's the hat-trick man for Renaissance Challengers.
He's following your footsteps, Pranav. I like that new haircut.
The pony.
The pony.
Pulled only for a single. Have you seen the reel which has been trending about Pony and Badoni?
Yes.
The reactions of Ayush Badoni is priceless in it. The similar line of work, and I know what not to do now.
A fellow commentator, he also has a pony, and I would like to call him Prony. Prani. What else we can call you, Pranav? But it's really tough to maintain. You need to visit the barber in few days, in every few days time, to have that great look. And I must say, it suits you, Pranav.
They're rushing for the second. Osama would have been curtains. It is if only Hanif could have held on to the ball because he was out of equation, not even in the screen.
2 quick runs, putting that pressure, but not a proper backup from Hanif. Charging in, Hamad could pick up and release.
Oh, look at that effort. Very untidy from Hanif. Should have put the body behind. Realizing that the batter is not even an equation. He had ample amount of time.
And these are the moments where you need to capitalize on it. And that is the reason they're at bottom of the table at the crucial situations. They made mistakes going down on one knee, and he finds the man. Another ordinary outing for Osama Akil.
This is poor. Extremely poor for Osama Akil. Once again, getting a start and not able to convert it. This is going to be very disappointing for Osama Akil. Just getting those initiations and just not able to convert. 2 down IAS Invincibles, and they will look to rebuild on this one. Mudipa, I just got a message from one of the senior personnels in the local district, that is Amar Mustafa, suggesting that Paniariwala, the player who played in the previous game, is one of his boys, means he's the one who got him here, or he would have a role to get him here. And to add on to the research that we put in, or the information we shared, Paniari is a small village in Gujarat, and also all Bohra community gets surname with what they work or with their forefathers' hometown. And that's how the kid has got the name Paniariwala.
You always need to have those kind of interesting facts known, and thanks a lot to Pranav and to our well-wisher, Mr. Ammar Mustafa. So it clearly, in the air, so it clearly shows the people are keen, they are following this Oman D20. It's always good for the game. The local presence, we need such kind of support from the local cricket passionates. And poor shot, Osama Khil. I expect a lot of runs from that boy. I have seen the way he got runs when he was playing for Bausha a couple of years ago on my first visit to Oman. Such a talented boy, but not among the runs in this edition. Rauf, experienced batter on strike for the first time.
Watchful to start off with. What do you think that Osama needs to work on? One is going to be fitness. He has to work very hard on his fitness. To stay at this level, you have to be super fit. What can you add on to that?
Shot selection is a big problem for this young boy, because when you have the talent but you don't know on which delivery way to go, then you are going nowhere. That has been the problem, especially in this ongoing edition of Oman D20. From an extraordinary batter, the first time I saw him in 2023, from there, it's a big dip when we talk about his form. So someone needs to talk to this young boy. Focus on your batting, go and hit those net sessions. And rightly said by you, he need to work on his fitness, because there were quite a few opportunities where they could have gone for those second run.
And to add on to what you said, there's something that I have faced in the middle, and that's where I want to share. When you're not in your prime fitness, you push for a second, you're out of breath, the recovery time is so long that the next shot which you play is going to be affected. And it's a hasty shot. It'll always be a hasty shot because you're out of breath, you don't want to run more. And that's where you're looking to convert a big one. And you get out on most occasions on that delivery. Probably, I'm not saying certainly, but probably that could be what would have happened to Osama Akil.
I completely agree with you, Pranav. Fitness is very important, not only for the sportsman but also for each and every one. But especially in the modern day cricket, it demands a lot. The dynamics of this game change. The last decade we have seen players rigorously working on their fitness. That is the reason we are seeing the longevity of many players, the likes of West Indian players, Pollard, Bravo. They really work hard on their fitness, Pranav.
And this is going to be interesting. You're going to read it out for people across. Highest score of 27, an average of 18.8, and a strike rate of 102.17. As an opener, never justified.
This is what I was talking about. 2023, if you can get those stats, his strike rate was much better compared to this edition. Final delivery of the 10th over. Running hard. Brilliant placement. Some work for Hanif. So 2 runs. But what a comeback by Renaissance Challengers. Putting those breaks on the scoring rate here. 10 overs gone. 74 for the loss of 2. We are going for a drinks break here.
74 for the loss of 2. IAS Invincibles. Do you think they're doing justice to the start that they have achieved? Or probably they're slowing down?
I think they'll take this because they know if they can post 120, 125, the quality of bowling they have, they can defend the total. So they are not looking for 160, 170. But said that 6 overs, 58 for no loss. I expect someone to take the charge what Mehran did. You just cannot give an opportunity for opposition to make a comeback, and they are doing that.
It has been one of those days that Renaissance challengers would want to forget. You want it to be that way. You don't want it to be a session that your Renaissance wants to forget. And that's where you want to dominate as a side. You want to bat the opposition out of the competition. Get to 150, 160. And that will just rule Renaissance out of the equation with the kind of bowling that IAS has.
Swept hard, just a single. And I would like to request my fellow commentator Jamil Zaidi, Mr. Jamil sir, to whenever he meets the head coach of IAS Invincible, Mr. Khalid, please ask him where is Mansoor Mazhar, why they are not sending Mansoor Mazhar top of the order. Loud appeal, they are convinced but not convinced with the on-field umpire. Straight away Nadeem and the wicket keeper going up.
Ahmad Mirza is distraught at the moment, and so is the bowler Nadeem. Wonder what happened there. They were convinced. Really, sooner or later, want to see DRS here, and then I want to see these expressions. Could have been touch and go, probably.
Unmoved was Sufyan, unmoved was the on-field umpire. Lots of drama and action continues here in Oman D20. 10 of 17. Oh, look at that effort from captain. A full-length dive. Yet to taste a victory in this tournament. 11 overs gone. Dejected is Nadeem. Another tight over comes to an end. 78 for the loss of 2.
Hanif comes into the attack. He's been a wicket taker, Hanif. He's got 1 wicket to his name. Can he add on to the list? Sufyan is looking really good. Oh, it's a no ball. It's a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit. This is criminal. Criminal at the highest level from Hanif. Probably the sideline.
Not happy is Hanif, but that free hit signal coming in. What a debut he made.
Not happy is Hanif. Very happy is the batter.
Oh, absolutely. That too, it's Abdul Rauf. That experience of Abdul Rauf. Can he get better of Hanif? Yes, why not? Inside out. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
When you can play shots like that, wonder why you're curtailing your potential. This should allow Rauf to cut loose. Inside out, never looking to keep it down. It was the free hit. But the talent, the potential of Abdul Rauf just overcovers, and it's a brilliant shot.
play fearless cricket. When you think a lot about victory and losses, then that fear factor comes into play. That is where you're always getting those two minds situation whether to play those big shots or not. Slowly runs are coming in this over for IAS.
Slowing the pace down, Hanif. Mutiba, do you think that there's still time for Asia Cup? Do you think Babar will make a comeback into the Pakistani side? I did mention probably 3-4 days ago in my stint with Jameel Bhai that I have a feeling that with Asia Cup coming closer, PCB will work a way to get Babar Azam into the side because of the kind of wickets that are available in Dubai.
I really don't understand when they know what kind of wickets they're going to get in Dubai. The first thing, they should not have dropped one of the best batters for
Add the word
Pakistan.
premium.
Oh, yes. Premium batter of Pakistan national side, but we'll have this conversation in the next over. Hanif going for plenty of runs. 12 gone, 87 for the loss of 2.
Nadeem continues from the Oman LNG end for his final over of his spell. He's done decent, 1 for 18 and 3 overs. Sweeps well, gets a good angle, over fine leg, almost towards the long leg, and it's going to be a boundary.
Swept nicely, Abdul Rauf. The experience of Rauf comes into play. An old-fashioned sweep shot and intentionally played in the air, not trying to play down the ground.
Your thoughts on Babar Azam? Never going to get you.
Pranav, as a fan, everyone wants him to play that Asia Cup, but as a selector, as a management, once you made the decision, then you need to back the decision, and nothing wrong in it. Team might win the championship or they might lose, but you're looking at the future. And said that it has been almost more than a year that he got 100 to his name, going through a rough patch. And also the problem is the team, they're not able to win the game. But where in case of Virat Kohli, though Virat Kohli was not getting the runs, India was winning the matches. So that's a huge difference. That is the reason Virat Kohli got that long run.
I want to highlight a very interesting point here, and a lot of cricket fans would agree with me. It is horses for courses. We do know that in Asian conditions, especially when you're talking about the UAE, there's going to be a lot of spin assistance. You already see a lot of teams picking up 3, 4, 5 spinners. And that's where Pakistan has picked up a whole lot of pace attack, a whole lot of pace battery. Where are they going to be using them? At UAE, which is spin friendly? And that's what we're going to be discussing in the next over. 13 overs done, 95 for 2. 95 for 2 at the end of 13. Renaissance are slowly pulling the game back, but IAS are still contending. And to add on to my point, yes, one is the number of pacers that they have picked. Second, what is the average score that you're looking at in UAE? 150, 160? Who is your best bet when you're probably looking to set 150, 160 or looking to chase 150, 160? Babar Azam and Mohammad Razwan. I'm not standing in favor of Mohammad Razwan because I feel Haris is a better wicketkeeper than Mohammad Razwan. But Babar Azam, one of the leading players in the world. Inside out over covers. This is excellent batting from Rauf. Gets a boundary to his name and most importantly gets IAS to 100.
Partnership flourishing between Rauf and Sufyan. That charge has been taken. The experienced Abdul Rauf width offered and slapped, hammered towards that extra cover. Few bounces for 4 runs. The third boundary for Rauf. Wild swing. And talking about the squads, Pranav, somehow I feel the people are not giving a chance to Pakistan, but they have a decent batting lineup. When it comes to the top order, they have the likes of Sam Ayub, Sahibzada Farhan, and if I am not mistaken, Fakhar Zaman is also in the squad. They have a very good batting lineup. It's just a matter of time with the pace battery of Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi, and also keeping in mind Dubai wickets. It's certainly it assists the seamers, as we have seen India versus Pakistan quite a few years ago. Those couple of deliveries from Shaheen Shah Afridi where he got Rohit Sharma as well as Virat Kohli. They are appealing for a catch, but the umpire thinks it's a bump ball. Amanullah, he's known for getting wickets in his first over. He is excited. He's asking the umpire to check with his fellow on-field umpire. Now they are having a discussion.
So you're saying that this is probably a bump ball, and that's what has been indicated by the umpire. Too harsh to be appealing for something like that. It was grounded onto the floor. Too difficult to say. Too difficult to say from that. Even if we get 100 replays of that, it's very difficult to say. And that's where the benefit of doubt is always going to be going in favor of the batter. Amanullah. Cut well. In the gap, this is going to go to the boundary once again. He's doing a brilliant job for IAS. All of a sudden, he's counter-attacked and he's cut loose. 14 overs done, 104 for the loss of 2.
So 9 runs from that over of Amanullah. Rauf moves to 23. Sufyan providing him that support on 16. They are looking good. IAS is 104 for the loss of 2. And talking about Pakistan, I feel if they can find that touch early in the tournament, because they'll be playing their first game against Oman on 12th of September, and all the 3 games they're going to play in Dubai International Cricket Stadium, the Ring of Fire. On 14th they are going to meet India, and on 17th UAE. They have that firepower in the batting lineup. If Fakhar Zaman, Sam Ayub, if they can contribute with the bat throughout the tournament, then definitely they have a very good opportunity. They do also have a strong middle order, the likes of captain Salman Ali Agha and Hassan Nawaz, another youngster making a name for himself. The way he got those crucial 50 runs against West Indies in one of the ODIs, it clearly shows his temperament. He's not only a shorter format player, but also in a longer format, he can win you matches. If you talk about the history of Asia Cup for Pakistan, they have won twice. One way back in 2000, the first time under the captaincy of Moin Khan. The second time in 2012 under the captaincy of Misbah. 15th over, it's Sufyan Mahmood. So looking for those singles is Sufyan. and slowly score moves to 105. So somehow I feel, Pranav, it's all about the start, how they start the campaign against Oman.
You're going to love what I'm going to be saying on air right now. This is what Google suggests. The Dubai International Stadium pitch is known to be on the slower side, especially as the match progresses, offering initial assistance to the pacers. Yes. And then gripping the ball for spinners. Chasing teams have had a slight historical edge, but spinners become increasingly important in the middle overs. This is the analytics. This is what the records state. And that's where I feel that you need to have 3 quality spinners, if not 2, but probably 3 quality spinners in the middle overs. That's where it's going to be justice to your side. And especially because Pakistan have not picked experienced spinners. If you've picked experienced spinners who are going to be playing, you need to have a little bit of bench strength in terms of spinners.
So currently, who are the experienced spinners for them?
They don't have. That's where they need to pick up the bench.
That's where the likes of Mohammad Nawaz, he makes the cut. They have
Mukim, Sufyan Mukim.
Sufyan Mukim is there. They are giving an opportunity. They are looking for the future, and they have that vision. You just cannot say that you need experienced players. The likes of Harbhajan Singh, inexperienced. He was brought into the squad by Mohammad Azharuddin in 1998 in Sharjah against Australia. He was thrashed, but what a comeback by him under the captaincy of Saurav Ganguly. Now we all know what he did to Australia in 2000 series, which was played in India. Got a hat trick. So you need to invest in youngsters. It's not about winning the tournament. I think they're banking on the strength of having those fast bowlers.
But you've still not answered my question. I started with 2 questions. Babar Azam, the importance of Babar Azam and the importance of having more spinners. What is the use of having so many pacers up your ranks on a wicket which is not supporting the pacers? Through the covers.
Now we know Babar Azam and Rizwan, they are not part of this squad. So selectors, they went with their choices, keeping in mind the performances, the current form. They opted not to go with Rizwan and Babar. They put the faith in some youngsters. Sahibzada Farhan, he is doing extremely well. They have got Hassan Nawaz. They have got Fakhar Zaman. So batting, yes, they have covered every department in the batting. Inside edge, going past the diving wicket keeper, ball racing towards the fence. Another boundary. Rauf is dealing in boundaries here, Pranav.
This is incredible for IAS Invincibles. They got that start in the power play from Mehran's bat. And now in the middle overs, Rauf and Sufyan doing the right kind of thing for IAS Invincibles. Already at 110, with 5 overs to spare, I think IAS is making a certain case for themselves. And we'll talk more about the Asia Cup. It is just around the corner, and Oman is probably going to be announcing its team in a day or 2. And that's where we'll have a lot more discussion. 111 for the loss of 2. At the end of 15, it's going to be time for change in voices.
Well, very well going for IAS Invincible, 111 for 2. The foundation laid by the mercurial Mehran Khan coming to his own. Blistering knock that brought them to make 112 for 2. Sufyan is being on 23 and Rauf is playing superb knock. Joining me, Amin. from here on, IAS Invincible, how much they are going to score?
Very good afternoon, and probably IAS Invincibles will want as much as possible here. The sky's the limit, 112 for 2, and at the 15 over mark, the last 5 overs, you would always want to score in excess of 10 runs and over. So you can easily take it to 10 runs and over. It should be somewhere around the 160 mark. And then they will say that, yes, it's a job well done. At the moment, a brilliant cut shot. It was powerfully cut by Sufyan Yusuf, and he's been impressive. Last couple of matches, runs under the belt. Rauf as well has a half century to his name in a losing cause, but yes, certainly amongst the runs. So he'll back himself further on.
Once again, played it out. Quick fielding and return. Some overthrow. Nobody's backing up those overthrows, and 2 more runs to the total.
And that's always been a challenge for the Renaissance challengers, because they need to be winning moments in the key moments in the game, key moments in every innings. You have that one important run out, or maybe that one important catch that needs to be held, some fielding changes. Oh, he thrashed that one down the ground, coming to the foot of the ball, bringing his foot to the pitch of the ball and just thrashing it downtown. Yusuf Manik has been there.
Well, today, really, Imran Khan showed his class. After 5-6 match today, he blistering knockout 46 with about 4 and 5 maximum. And we have expected he might got a 50. But he was fell short, 4 of 50. But he has done his job as the opener.
Yeah, probably a fan in the com box. Mehran Khan, Jamil Saab, you will be absolutely delighted with the way he's gone about things. 16 overs gone, 118 for 2.
$16 overs gone, 118 for 2. With Rauf is in full command at the moment. This time, today we have seen there is no pressure at all. They got a very good start. So Rauf is coming up to his best at the moment.
Oh, this time he's just got that one. Didn't look to keep it down. So certainly the mindset of the IAS Invincibles are in a very, very positive space at the moment. They know that they've beaten Renaissance challengers in the previous encounter, the first leg. And hence that psychological edge, that psychological importance to this matchup. IAS Invincibles, and they've come out batting after winning the toss and making sure that things go the right way in a very positive frame of mind, and it does wonders to your performance, to your individual performance. You can see the captain Mehran Khan, after those couple of wins, all of a sudden he's just a changed man. There's a smile on the face. You start thinking. Looks to play a cheeky little shot up the Rauf.
Well, I think Renaissance challengers today, definitely they will be desperate to have a win in this tournament so far. So maybe today they might come up with some positive mind, come and start hitting, getting some runs in the first couple of overs.
And it's mandatory, especially because from here onwards, 16 overs done and IAS just one short of 120. That would mean that they would end up with a very above par sort of a score that we have seen all throughout on this particular pitch. Oh, he's coming down to the bowler. He's coming down to Sufyan Mahmood, looking to thrash it towards the offside. Overthrows will give one additional run. 121 now. And what this will do is, this will give them some cushion, the IAS Invincibles. Now, Renaissance challengers, in case if they have to win this contest, they have to play out of their skin. They have to play exceptional cricket. They cannot go with the ordinary approach of, just hanging in there and, rotating strike. They have to play extraordinary.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, they have to come up with a positive mind. Okay, they're going to win this match, that's all. No more, no less.
Oh, this time he's hit it in the air and just one bounce to that fielder, Usman, who's stationed at long on. And you can see this from the approach of IAS Invincibles. Most of the shots that they are playing are those attacking shots. They're willing to take that additional risk. And now that the risk has paid off and that bravery that they've shown while batting has paid off, it gives you that momentum when you come back in and defend the score.
Let us see what they are going to do with this remaining 3 overs, legal deliveries, 18 deliveries to go after this.
Wide. He'll have to bowl that one again. Sufyan Mahmood. Not a bad effort so far for Sufyan Mahmood. 2.4 and 19. So just a shade under 6 runs and over, or over 6 runs and over.
Furious Sufyan of this white ball given by the umpire. They must go for all-out win today. I mean, I believe Renaissance challengers. They don't have any other way except to go for the match, win the match. At least got 2 points in this tournament. Nothing left much in the next couple of days for them to play some more matches.
Works it towards the onside for another single. Very difficult to get away with Sufyan Mahmood at the moment for the two batters. He's bowling the right areas, he's bowling the right channels, and immediately you notice that he's fighting for every run that's been scored off him.
That shows his commitment and how much involved himself in the game. The seriousness.
Oh, full toss. And I think he's skied it. Sufyan Mahmood will get underneath it and hold on to it successfully. Furious. And of course, a very, very relieved Renaissance challengers will be happy and celebrate that wicket. And that's because it's going to come off Abdur Rauf.
Watching a full toss, he tried to play it out towards the cow's corner, got an outrage and very well taken by Sufyan himself, showing the umpire that I have get him out.
Absolutely. Always a character on and off the field. Sufyan Mahmood strikes for the Renaissance challengers as Abdur Rauf has to walk back.
Finally, Mansoor Mazhar has joined the party with Sufyan, who is still just made 22 runs of 30 deliveries. And we are talking much about Mansoor Mazhar, especially my co-partner, Mujassir. He is a very, very good batter, Mansoor Mazhar, but the number he has got in the batting order is always not favouring him.
Yeah, well, he's a very full-hearted cricketer, very brave cricketer, Mansoor Mazhar. Earlier on in that first leg, I think the first couple of matches or first 3 matches, he's come at 1 drop. And then slowly towards the latter half of whatever matches have been played, he's back to that lower middle order, playing fighting knocks for the team.
Now a bit easier. The pressure is not there. Still almost 3 overs remaining. So let us see how he's going to coop up now with no pressure on him. Going for the runs.
They still find themselves in a comfortable spot. IAS Invincibles, 124 from here onwards. They should be going swinging. And swinging hard, just like that. That was cut ferociously. A fielder, there's only a single. And this is the right time for Mansoor Mazhar to come out there in the middle, because you have a few deliveries remaining. And he's fresh out there. It's not as hot as it was in the morning, so you're in a better space and a better environment to, take on the bowlers, especially if the bowler is not providing any pace. You can see that already he's looking to shuffle. Works away towards the onside, looks for a quick single and gets it as well.
The moment you said he shuffled across, I got a single. Might be a leg by, I believe. No, he's got played with the bat.
On the other hand, Sufyan Yusuf, how handy has he been for the IAS Invincibles? Now this is the 3rd innings in a row where he's looking to play into the depth of the innings. Works away towards the offside. Gets a single. And this is the 3rd consecutive innings that he scored 20 and above. And this also includes near 50.
Memorable match for them and for Sufyan as well. Bundling out Muscat Thunderers on 40 itself. But this team must have at least one win. Reliance Challenge, they deserve it, but unfortunately not coming up.
He plays the paddle. Is looking to work the field, and this is going to hurt the Renaissance Challengers. IAS Invincibles will be pleased that Mansoor Mazhar is out there at the moment, because he will look to score in multiples.
Brilliantly nice scoop coming towards the offside. Played from the bottom of the bat over to the fine leg for the boundary. So this is what IAS Invincible looking for from now on, getting maximum runs out of the remaining 2 overs.
Always a very, very exciting team to watch, IAS Invincibles. Full toss and dealt with severely. Huge gap on the offside, and never again are they going to miss full tosses like this. This is a gift from Rafi to end the over, a boundary to the name of Mansoor Mazhar. Have a look at that once again, coming way outside the stumps. Far away, but unable to get any bit of control on the ball. Vacant spot, and Mansoor Mazhar dispatches it for 4. IAS Invincibles are 135 for 3 after 18. Another over for Sufyan Mahmood, and that will round off his 4-over spell. He's cut that, and I think it's beaten the fielder. It's racing towards the boundary. Sufyan Yusuf this time making and working the field.
Brilliant, brilliant. Just picks outside the off stump, just open the face of the bat and get the most needed boundary. 4 runs for them and for himself as well. He's always batting very well from the 3 matches for our IAS Invincibles. Scoring runs, as you correctly mentioned, 30, 50, and today again he's batting on 28.
This time, the paddle sweep. Just for a single. It's a different feeling, isn't it? You being a batter all your life and, you know, one of the premier batters that you've been. It's always a different feeling when you're in good form, you've got runs behind you, and you reach that double figure or double digit scores.
Yeah, it is always be for every batter. Getting runs coming to his way, getting boundaries, making more confident of them to come up for more score.
Just looking to fine tune the field a little bit, and then Sufyan Mahmood is on his way back. Oh, he looks for the big shot towards cow corner. And I think he's going to dissect this. No, that's brilliant effort out there in the deep. Pulls out the dive. Some handy collaboration. And I think he saved a certain couple of runs.
Absolute boundary. It was just cut off brilliantly with dive, put the ball back into the boundary. Look at that effort. He just with the hand brought the ball inside the boundary line. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, Prithvi Machi. Very athletic, very active in the field. Stands in the most difficult of spaces and spots at the hot spots, pulling in the dive. This time he goes down the ground once again. Not looking to take on Prithvi Machi.
It's very, very difficult for the batter to hit Sufyan. He's such a fantastic bowler all the time, thinking how to bowl the next ball to prevent the batter. Very, very useful all-rounder, Sufyan Mahmood.
And this is what a good start does to you in the whole scheme of things. IAS Invincibles usually always struggling because they lose wickets in clusters. But now, just because they've gotten a good start and some contribution by the top order, everything seems to be very rosy. The entire inning seems to be very comfortable.
It is always very good if the team has got a good start. Definitely the batters who will come next have the tendency to go for the runs. They don't have pressure that they are going to get more runs, run rate, everything. But if you have a very good start, things will be good for the batters to come.
Not easy conditions this afternoon, even in the morning. It's been hot and it's been humid, unusually stifling, and it's the biting heat. Even though there is a slight breeze across the ground, that biting heat makes it very difficult for anybody under the sun. Towards the leg side, it's a misfield. He spilled it. Some football skills by Usman. But it's not going to stop them taking some few runs here.
Good effort. Good effort.
Brings an end to the over. Have a look at that once again.
Running hard, just inches before it reaches to the fence.
Yeah, he certainly put the great boot in the way of the ball, preventing some certain runs. So good effort. And the last over will kickstart just after this. Mansoor Mazhar. And he's probably the right person to be on strike for this very last over of the innings. And it's going to be bowled by Rafi from the Oman tail end. He's coming around the wicket to the right-hander. Oh, he's taken the aerial route. There are some screams of catch, but I don't think that's going to happen because that one's disappeared over the boundary rope. So 6 runs, and what a start to this last over by Mansoor Mazhar.
Well, finally, Mansoor is showing that why he is so much important for IAS Invincibles batting. Showing that, look at that one. Just moving away from the wicket, from the middle of the bat, over to the long off boundary for the maximum. Brilliant hit, full power.
Yeah, 153 for the loss of 3 wickets. This time towards the onside, running that first one hard. Look at Mansoor Mazhar go. I think there was one more run available for the throw, but they decide to go against it. Sufyan Yusuf can also strike the ball hard, but at the moment Mansoor Mazhar has a different sort of a scoring rate. 8 ball 22, and now they've reached 154 for the loss of 3 wickets. That makes them their highest total, whether batting first or second, for the IAS Invincibles in this tournament.
The shackles have been broken from them. And of course, 2 wins in the last night's loss. They come back again with a good batting display.
Oh, look at Mansoor Mazhar go. Absolute game awareness here. Top-notch stuff from the IAS batters. Immediately responding and immediately taking off the moment he realized that Sufyan Yusuf would be connecting the ball with the bat. Whether he does it or no, all he manages to do is get to the other end. So this is really, really good cricket here from IAS Invincibles. 155 now.
Well, our friend Mudassir must be very happy because he is very admirer of Mansoor Mazhar, and today he is doing what he is asked to do for. Come at the right time, hit some maximums which the team requires, and he is absolutely a brilliant batter.
Certainly a very, very handy option for that number 5 spot, Mansoor Mazhar. Oh, once again, just nailing that block hole, Rafi, but then couldn't stop a single. And this pretty much the body language says it all for the Renaissance challengers. The shoulders are down, and they know that this could this could be a very, very daunting task to chase down a total such as 150 plus.
Not good outing for Rafi. He has almost given 40 runs, and 4th over is in progress. And all the damage to him done by Mirran Khan in the first couple of overs. So this is how he's going to save the 2 legged deliveries.
Oh, absolute carnage. If Mansoor Mazhar is playing a blistering knock, Sufyan Yusuf is playing a surgical knock here at the Oman Cricket Academy. What a strike this one.
Whenever everything going into your favor, I mean, that things goes good for the batters, and that's what is exactly happening.
In pink of health, the form for Sufyan Yusuf. Everything he's striking is working in the favor of the IAS Invincibles. 160 for the loss of 3 wickets with 1 more delivery to go. And no doubt as to which way Sufyan Yusuf will be targeting, and that's to go aerial. Once again looks and will affect a run out perhaps. Hamad Mirza. But then 160 for 3 minimum is what IAS Invincibles will end their 20 overs with. This has been an innings. This has been a batting effort to some good proportions, some epic proportions here. Let's have a look at that replay.
Trying to once again scoop it over to the fine leg, but went straight to the keeper, and Hamad Mirza throws it to the wickets, and he got run out. Mansoor run out after playing that good knock at the right time. So 160 for 3 in 20 overs. IAS Invincible, a very, very defendable total for them, subject to their great bowling, spirited by none other than Mohammad Imran, who is in superb form.
Yes, absolutely. And that's been the story so far of this first innings. Some really, really good performances with the bat as far as the IAS Invincibles are concerned. Never at any stage did the Renaissance Challengers look to pose any challenge. Here's a look at the batting scorecard. Mehran Khan 46 in 24 deliveries, and he was probably the one who started it off for the Invincibles. Usama 17 of 18, and then Sufyan Yusuf 35 of 39. Once again a very, very important knock there. Abdul Rauf hung in there, 36 of 31, and then finally a blitzkrieg of an innings from Mansoor Mazhar, 9 ball 23. All the batters of the IAS Invincibles getting to that 2-figure mark.
Well, nothing to talk much about the bowling. It is only 4 wickets they have been taken by Renaissance Challengers. Have to wait for the bowling figures. Nothing to talk about. It is Nadeem Khan.
And there you go. That's how things transpired. Winning the toss and electing to bat first. Mehran Khan started off in a very, very good manner. There were shots all over the ground, straight down the ground, behind the stumps, and some towering sixes. Absolute carnage from Mehran Khan. If one thought that things were going very, very tough for him, today, captain certainly stepping up. Usman, or rather Usama, also joining in the party. Most of the batters did reach their double figures. And then that first wicket, it was once again Nadeem. Hanif got some stuff to do as well. Got their second wicket. But then the runs were flowing at a steady pace. There were boundaries that were not able to be cut off. Some sloppy fielding. Sufyan Mahmood did pick up a wicket to himself. Not before all sorts of runs here. Scoops. Full tosses put away for decent boundaries. And some towering sixes. All from the bat of Mansoor Mazhar before he perished on the very last ball of the innings. But then not before any sort of damage done. Have a look at this Renaissance Challengers, their bowling effort. Nadeem Khan, Sufyan Mahmood and Hanifullah picked up 1 wicket each, and then of course that 4th wicket was a run out. But then all of them above that economy rate of at least 6.5. The only saving grace was Syed Amir and Nadeem Khan. Syed Amir 0 for 21, but Nadeem Khan picked up a wicket. So 3 extras, so they were pretty disciplined. But in those 20 overs, 160 off the bat, and that's what's going to be very, very difficult for the Renaissance Challengers. They'll have to come swinging, and the batters will have to start taking some responsibility. More on the chase in the other half. Do stay tuned. We've got plenty of good cricketing action coming your way.
He has timed that one well. And it's the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
It's the second game of the day, and what an action-packed drama we are having here at the Oman Cricket Academy. It is the Oman D20, powered by Fancode, and IAS Invincibles taking on Renaissance Challengers. Alongside me, Mudassar Ali Qureshi. Mudipa, Mehran Khan show probably took IAS Invincibles a little out of reach from where Renaissance Challengers would have liked it.
I like the intentions, the way Mehran came out, that blistering knock of 46, and the finish. What matters is the finish. Mansur Mazhar getting those quick runs. Sufyan stayed till the end, anchoring the innings, and in between Abdul Rauf getting all those precious runs. But now the ball is the hands of Mohammad Imran, the wicket taker. What a tournament he is having. There's a fear in the eyes of the batters whenever they face Imran. It's Prithvi Machi on strike. Runs in Imran.
Dancing down the track, and we'll start off with a boundary. Or yes, it will be a boundary. What a start for Renaissance Challengers. A little bit sliding on the leg side, and using the pace of Imran is Prithvi Machi.
What a start. Brilliant timing. Though there was a fielder station, but lightning outfield helping Prithvi Machi and Renaissance Challengers to get off the mark with that boundary. Slight error. A typical Prithvi Machi using the feet, coming down the track and playing close to the body. Excellent start provided by Prithvi.
For the very first time, Imran has been attacked in this tournament. Once again, dancing down the track, flicked again to the same area. Fine leg a little finer, and that means it's going to be just a single.
Trying to come into left-hand batter, it will be always a good idea to come around the wicket and angle in to Prithvi Machi. So not a good start. Not able to find his length as well as the line correct. The initial couple of deliveries.
Asif Al-Balushi, the man behind IAS, the owner of the company IAS, as well as the manager of this wonderful side.
What a comeback in this tournament. Thanks to their fast bowlers. Now the batters got runs on board. Just keeping a bit low. Asif very watchful from that number 8. Has got the promotion to open the innings. They tried with Usman few times, but not able to get those runs at the top of the order. Forced the management to look for Asif, who's an attacking batter. Yet to taste a victory in this tournament, Renaissance Challengers, wherein with couple of victories, IAS Invincibles, they'll be looking to add one more victory to their name. With one knee up, rolls the wrist towards that fine leg region for a single off the mark. What a tournament we are witnessing here. Great preparation ahead of Asia Cup players pushing their case, yet the team needs to be announced by the Oman Cricket Board, and everyone are looking forward. Who are the lucky ones who will be going to UAE for that big tournament? A slip in position, there is a third man, deep fine leg, plenty of coverage on the offside for Imran, and the last minute Prithvi Machi pulling himself out. And Imran, oh, look at that. As a fast bowler,
Sign of frustration. Running in from probably 40 yards, Imran.
steaming in. What I like about Imran, there are quite a few other players around the world who resembles like Shoaib Akhtar, but this boy is a copycat of Shoaib Akhtar because not only the way he bowls, the way he walks, the way he feels, but he also has, luckily he has that hairstyle which also resembles like Shoaib Akhtar.
Right in the block hole. Aggression on offer. Just one complaint from Imran. He needs to open his hair. They need to fly like Shoaib Akhtar.
Conditions here not allowing him to do that. It's pretty hot. But in these conditions, to have such hair style, so 10 out of 10 to Imran for maintaining. And
Also the kind of personality which Shoaib Akhtar was, he was an absolute Hulk. Filled with muscles everywhere. Sliding onto the leg side, good fielding, and this is a brilliant effort. So run of the final delivery. Despite that boundary, just 7 runs from that over of Imran. At the end of first, it's 7 for no loss Renaissance Challengers. Shahzad to come in from the Oman tail end. What are the chances that you give to Renaissance Challengers? I know it's a game of cricket and funny things have happened here, but 160 way above par. Probably 30 runs too many.
that too keeping in mind they did not had a great run in this tournament with the bat. It all depends on the start. But IAS Invincibles, they are the favourites as of now.
Out of 100? Anything in favour of Renaissance Challengers? 1, 2, 10?
30, 70 as of now.
That's a big number. If you ask me, the winning meter for Renaissance Challengers would not be in excess of 15. 10 to 15. And I have the reasons for it. One, their current form. And I will come back to that. Second, this is probably 20, 25, 30 runs above par. 3, the bowling of IAS Invincibles. 4, the fielding of IAS Invincibles. We've seen the best of IAS few days ago.
And 5, because Pranav says it's 15% chance.
Now, 5, and the most important factor in my understanding, even if Renaissance gets it close, because they have not been able to close that game, there will always be doubts in their mind. So for them to win this game, they would need somebody like Asif Khan Pathan to go all guns blazing and play a cameo of an innings. A big cameo. Probably a 50, 60, 70 in quick time. Probably 25, 30 deliveries. And that's where they will have the base and the comfort. Pulled well. It's in the gap. Will require a decent effort to stop it, and that will be on offer. Still a couple of runs for Renaissance Challengers.
Well, this is the difference which Pranav was talking about, the fielding aspect. If you compare between both the sides, They have some quick fielders inside 30-yard circle as well as patrolling that boundary region. They took some amazing catches a couple of nights ago against the Muscat Thunderers. A quick single. Oh, look at that throw.
And look at the backup from the bowler, putting his body behind the ball, and that's so important. 2 overs done, 11 for no loss, Renaissance Challengers, and they're chasing a chasing game. Imran will continue into the attack from the Oman LNG end. The side which he favors, and look at that fielding effort. Look at that fielding effort. Take a bow. I think it is Shahzad putting in a full stretch dive. It is Shahzad.
What an effort. Mansoor Mazhar comes to the rescue. Same way we used to hear when we were kids. Whether it's a plane, whether it's a bird, no, it's a Superman, no Shahzad Rahim, no Rashmika, it's Mansoor Mazhar. A full-length dive, saving runs. What a player.
And this is what makes a big difference between Renaissance Challengers and IAS in this game. In the air, no fielder. In the deep, it will travel to the boundary and it will be a maximum. Intentful batting from Prithvi Machi. He's gone after the best bowler of IAS Invincibles.
Using the pace to his advantage, Prithvi Machi.
And immediately after that, changes his bat. Didn't like the bat with which he hit a 6.
And I also don't like the way the substitute fielder ran in. You need to have a word with the umpire. The match referee just coming into the play field. But look at that shot. Initial shuffle. Always in control. Playing that beautiful shot. Deliberately played in the air. A maximum for Machi.
Look at that intensity of Imran here. The difference between IAS and Renaissance Challengers is that dropped off the first ball, 45, 46 runs for Mehran Khan. An effective 45, 46 runs. And that's where you need to stand up as a side for your team. Holding on to those opportunities, and on the other side it is IAS Invincibles. You saw that at the deep square leg boundary where they stopped a certain double. You saw Mansoor Mazhar diving in and stopping another 3. That's 5 runs saved in 2 deliveries. Oh, charging down. Asif Khan Pathan was never interested in it.
Not interested, going for that single, and never risk your wicket for just 1 run. Fielders charging in. With those 2 wins, there's a new life in this team. They're enjoying as a unit, backing each other. This is what the win does to your team.
And what happens with that 5 runs which they have saved in those 2 deliveries is that not only they have saved 5 runs, but now Renaissance Challengers have to work hard to get those 5 runs once again. So extra bit of pressure, change in pace from Imran, thinking bowler. Very proactive, does realize that Renaissance Challengers have come here to throw a kitchen sink at everything. And he's playing games with the batting side at the moment.
While walking back to his run-up, having a piece of advice from Mehran, and good comeback, keeping in mind Prithvi is very strong towards the leg side now. He's trying to bowl it away from Prithvi, but the slip, there's no slip. When you're trying to bowl it away from the left-hand batter. It's always a good idea to have a slip in position. A good comeback, 3 back-to-back dot deliveries.
Flicked on the leg side once again. This is going to be more runs and as many as half a dozen. It's almost a replay of the first shot that he played to Imran. This is good intentful batting from Prithvi Machi. Winds that over up. Expensive over from Imran comes to an end. 13 runs of it. But this is a good start for Renaissance Challengers.
Yet again, look at that, Pranav. His balance at the crease is impeccable. That is the reason he's executed that shot with ease. A maximum to end the over number 3. 24 for no loss.
Shahzad continues from the Oman tail end. A good tidy first over. Just 4 runs of it. He's going to be very effective against the right-handed Asif. The left arm spinner Shahzad. This is exactly why he fires it in, doesn't allow the batter to get underneath it. Now Mudiba, what kind of a student were you of the game? The one that prepared earlier through the year, working hard, or studying at the last minute, just outside the exam? Prithvi Machi, giving in some last minute attention to the selectors. Now he's been around the national side for a very long time. He's been in the Oman A as well. So obviously some quality that the selectors would be aware of, but few final glimpses.
Inside out. Nicely managed chase by the fielder. Well, just slowing down. So just couple of runs. When it comes to cricket, I used to practice hard throughout the year, but when it comes to studies, I was a kind of a student. Just one day before the examinations, I used to prepare myself. So when you're playing this beautiful game of cricket, you need to practice hard to stay fit, to stay in contention, to make it to the national side. Also, I think selectors now they have a clear idea to whom to pick and to take which best 16 or 17 players to UAE. I don't think so there will be any last minute drama.
I'll give you an example. I have a very, very good example. Brilliant one. Sometimes you're in two minds on something. I'm not saying that's going to be the situation, but I'm just using two players as an example. For example, it is Jay Odedra versus Siddharth Bukapatnam. And one impressive innings can help seize that deal for either of them. Just on the final moment, which can be used as a reference. And the word in reference to that would be form, current form. If you know what I mean.
Quick single played towards Asif. Over comes to an end, Pranav. 4 gone, 29 for no loss.
Four overs, 29 for no loss. But what's your thought? Final flourishes can add value?
We have some clever and smart people looking the performances of these players and we'll leave up to them. What a start. Bowling on the middle stump and slight movement. Asif Khan not finding his touch.
Not a great day for the wicket keepers. Another wicketkeeper in trouble. Probably missed that straighter delivery between the bat and pad of the batsman and straight onto the chest of the wicketkeeper.
And yesterday, last night, he left the field after pulling his groin. Sufyan.
Certainly one of the toughest jobs to do on the field.
In the air. Oh, absolutely thankless job. You stop so many runs. But if you put on one chance, the whole team, fans and the management, they are behind you. They forget what the good job, an extraordinary job you did behind the stumps. But still, the young budding cricketers, they love to get into the role of wicket keeping, following the footsteps of Adam Gilchrist and MSD. A loud appeal. Are we going upstairs? Yes, Sufyan lightning quick behind the stumps. Prithvi Machi yet again trying to loft towards that leg side. Mehran is a sharp and smart bowler. Change of pace. Your thoughts, Pranav?
This can be mighty close. The only problem being that Prithvi Machi looks comfortable. And that's where I only feel that this is going to be an ooh-ah moment. This is going to be interesting. To start off, very disciplined is Mehran Khan. So, full marks there. This is going to be interesting. Oh, this is touch and go. Probably took too much time there, Sufyan. Probably could have had a cup of tea. So difficult to be in the books of Mahendra Singh Dhoni and that kind of a quality, because most wicket keepers love to receive the delivery. By the time you receive the delivery, the batsman is back.
Talk a lot about the skills of MSD behind the stumps, but your thoughts on Vridhiman Saha?
MSD was a complete different league. And the reason I say he's a different league is because he's not from the textbook. I call him a street smart cricketer. Anything that is mentioned in the book was not followed by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. But when you talk about Vridhiman Saha, that is a different league. That's a wicketkeeper's delight. The quality of Vridhiman Saha, I rate him even above Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Gentle push towards that long off region. Boundaries dried up in this over. The promotion, the top of the order for Asif Khan, not working as of now. 8 of 11 deliveries. This is a huge difference. The start Mehran provided in the first innings and the start challenges have got now, but the positive sign is 10 wickets intact.
Keeping things tight. Oh, a little bit of a misfield. Commentator's curse. Every time we've been appreciating somebody, they make a mess. They make a mockery of it.
5 minus 1, 4. They saved 5. They gave away easy 1.
Oh, they've saved more than 5. In my understanding, the fielding has been stunning. But this is a worried dugout. Probably the best start they've had in the entire tournament. But that is still not good enough, because Asif Khan Pathan is going to be walking back to the dugout dejected, disappointed, distraught. Give me more adjectives and that will fit the bracket. Asif Khan Pathan, 10 of 12, taking his time and straight to the throat of deep mid wicket.
Khan strikes here. His gentle medium pace, those tight line lengths Those suffocating lines not helping Asif Khan, but safe hands in the deep. Rashmika makes no mistakes. 5 overs done. Renaissance challenges lost Asif Khan, the first casualty in this innings.
Five overs done, 33 for the loss of 1 wicket. The Renaissance challengers are fighting back, and how. But at the moment, I have probably the most happiest supporter of Mehran Khan sitting right next to me. Joining me in the comm box, Jamil Zaidi.
No, I'm not at all supporter for him, but I just need to know he's such a good player. Everybody expects something good from him in the batting. But today, finally, he said, yes, I'm of that caliber, can do something. And he did today.
Yeah, well, at the moment, he is the hot topic of discussion in the comm box, especially because of his bowling, his antics in bowling. Muzahir introduced into the attack. It's high, it's mighty from Prithvi Machi, and it's going to go all the way for 6 runs. So certainly taking charge of this run chase, Renaissance challengers and Prithvi Machi with that maximum.
Well, I mean, there is no other way for Reliance Challengers to go, just to get a victory in their name. And that's the right way to go. Go all out to win the match. That's all. Nothing to lose. You can lose it. This time coming down the wicket, over the extra cover for the maximum.
Yeah, absolutely. He struck the ball really well. Got the elevation right, and he probably had that shot registered in his mind that this is what he's going to do with Muzahir. Oh, looking to charge down the track. It's not the first time he's looking to do that, Prithvi Machi.
He's a very good batter, no doubt about that, and very good fielder as well. And moreover, a committed player to the team.
Let's talk about technicalities. You've seen Prithvi Machi coming down the track quite too often. Even in the previous innings that he played, he kept on doing the same thing to the fast bowlers. What advantage does it have, especially for a left-hander and for a bowler when he's up against a bowler like Muzahir or even Mohammad Imran, as a matter of fact? Once again, just played towards the offside for a single.
It's quite simple to distract the bowler, that's all. As you see, Jatinder has to doing the same thing, coming down the wicket and then playing on his own way what shot he like to play on. And so far he's successful. Prithvi Machi coming down, playing some good mighty sixes and couple of good boundaries as well.
Usman now, and he's out there because of that wicket that had just brought the IAS Invincibles back in the game. 40 for the loss of 1 wicket is the well spread out field at the moment, and a regulation power play field in fact. Good line. Unable to prevent a single.
After that 5-5, Muzahir has not bowling according to his potentials.
A different day, different conditions. You must have been noticing the way Muzahir operates, especially during the day matches. The run-up seems a little bit tardy and the pace drops. Oh, he's just wayward in line at the moment. Far too wide. Pretty much explains it all. That first ball 6 and all of a sudden the bowler is under the pump because now he needs to bowl his best deliveries, and at the same time even a single that has been taken off is somewhat a builder to the pressure.
Well, the batters have done their job for IAS Invincibles. Now it's time for Renaissance Challengers batter to come up good as IAS Invincible batters come today. About 160 they scored.
Been given as a wide, and for a second Muzahir did think that it must have been trickled off the pads. Good start here for the Renaissance Challengers. I think they're going at a decent run rate. Yes, they've lost 1 wicket. But
Best start so far by Renaissance Challengers in this tournament.
What's important, it's come off the bat of Prithvi Machi. Most of the runs, nearly 29 of it. And always at the top of the order, you would want your most experienced batter to, step up to the plate and get a few runs behind his bat.
Prithvi a bit angry. That run could have been taken. That is what he is, a totally team and committed to his batting skills, bowling as well. He's an occasional bowler, but brilliant fielder as well.
Full this time around. This is good length here. Once again, backing up too far, and they will always find themselves in trouble if this keeps going on. Nothing much to say after that first ball 6. However, 10 runs from this over. So overall, the Renaissance Challengers might think that they've ended this power play pretty well. 43 for the loss of 1 after 6, Renaissance Challengers. Imran Khan continuing, got a wicket of the very last delivery of his previous over. 1 for 5 now for him, and what a start he's had to his spell.
His bowling is always good. I mean, I'll tell you, I always appreciate his bowling capabilities. But fielding also not of the standard as he's the most senior player there. But today, finally, he got some runs to his name.
Yeah, but then most certainly he has that experience behind him, and he's got that game behind him. A very strong skill set. Unable to rotate strike. Very interesting question, especially if you're a selector of that national team. You've got 2 players knocking on your door for a like-for-like sort of a position. You have Mehran Khan, and in the opposition, the Renaissance Challengers, you've got somebody like Sufyan Mahmood. What's your take on such a sort of dilemma? Oh, big shot towards the offside. A fielder looking to get some bit of hand onto it, but it's going to be 1 ball, or rather 1 bounce to his hands.
To your question, blindly view Sufyan Mahmood. No second thought. A perfect all-rounder. Brilliant fielder. Thinking bowler. Of course, a useful batter also. In the last outing against USA, scored 92 runs. So nobody will think twice about it.
Works away towards the onside, off the pads. Looking for that second run, but denied.
It's quite strange today, when the IAS Invincible is scoring low runs, 116. Imran coming, bustling up, getting the wickets. But today they scored 160. We didn't get that venom from Imran's bowling as he used to have.
Well, every day is a different day at the Oman D20 powered by Fancode. You'll see the highs and lows all in one season.
for a player. Oh, good shot down the ground. Two fielders converging. He's looking for that second and once again denied for that second run. Prithvi Machi does seem a little bit frustrated at the moment. There was certainly a 2 over there, one for the throw, as coaches would normally say.
They both used to talk to each other on how to get the second runs going. It's always good that when you have some hesitation, better to talk.
Looks innovative. Usman now beats the fielder. Gets down on one knee and tries to play that paddle sweep. And what's going to happen, he's going to get a boundary to his name. 7th over completed. Renaissance Challengers are 51 for the loss of 1 wicket. A slight short breather in between the overs, the 7th over. And Renaissance Challengers 51 for the loss of 1 wicket. Slower bowlers introduced into the attack for the first time. And then Rashmika Ranasinghe, he took a good catch under pressure earlier on. Down the ground for a single. You've also got the likes of Sandeep Gaud who are battling it out for that same spot. You have Sufyan Mahmood, you have Mehran Khan, you have Sandeep Gaud.
Take out Mehran Khan, let Sufyan Mahmood and Sandeep Gaud there. And what a knock he has played today. A total warrior, Sandeep Gaud. He was having extreme pain, growing pain, but still he snatched the victory on the last second ball. Unfortunately, got out.
Oh, this is crunch towards covers. Fielder there, Mehran Khan. You did mention he was scratchy in the field. There you go. He's pulling off his dives. I think he's hearing you. Your biggest fans are your biggest critics.
He's a lovely guy, you know. Used to chat to everyone in the team when he was together, joking with him. And he's always smiling.
Yeah, absolutely. A very, very good personality in Oman cricket. Mehran Khan, a very experienced friend and well-wisher. Cuts it late. A fielder there, a little bit of fumble from Mohammad Imran and a single can be taken.
Come on, Renaissance Challengers batters, come on. Hit some mighty sixes. Relieve the pressure. And this man, Prithvi, is doing the right thing at the moment.
Yeah, no points for guessing who you're supporting this season. Renaissance Challengers. Join the club, sir. Last few D series, whether it be 50, whether it be 20, whether it be 10, I thought I was the only one in the dressing room who would support the men in orange and black.
Well, I think I just wish that at least they should get at least a win.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. Innovation. It's racing away to the boundary and he'll get as much as 4. Prithvi Machi fighting like a warrior for his team at the moment. He's not being bogged down by that asking rate and knows and is calculating his approach at the moment. 8 overs gone. All over the place if you look at it, but then the result was fantastic for Prithvi Machi. A boundary to end the over. Rashmika Ranasinghe had kept them tied down for far too long, only 3 runs, and then when that final ball came through, a freakish sort of an approach by Prithvi Machi, getting him 4 runs. 8 overs gone, 58 for the loss of 1, and it does mean that Mehran Khan will bowl that 3rd over as well, looking for another breakthrough. He's been miserly so far, 1 for 12. Can he get one more good over? Towards the offside, a quick single being taken.
Talking about Reliance's challengers, they do have a very good side. I mean, the only reason why I want to have a win that they do have very, very good side, but unfortunately nobody's clicking up for them. They have been playing cricket this D20. Last time I think they were the finalists, if I'm not wrong. And every time where the D20 or D10, they perform very nicely. But this time it's totally hopeless position.
Well, still looking forward to that elusive points, 2 points. The Renaissance challengers. Today could be a good day for them. They've done something right with the bat in hand, with the ball in hand. IAS Invincibles were absolutely fabulous and they were absolutely calculative. Things were going their way. And now, when the Renaissance challengers have come out to bat, they're getting some assistance off the surface. It's a good pitch to bat on.
You see, AS Invincible, they lost 4 matches in a trot, but 1 win bring their confidence back into them. I mean, this is what I want at this Renaissance, at least have a win in their kitty, because nothing left now. Only the teams which are already reached about 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers already almost settled, leaving apart our 2 matches.
Yeah, kept it away from the left-hander and still manages to cut it towards the boundary rope, towards Muzahir. It's only going to be a single. Very quiet over so far. So Mehran's doing extremely well. He's not getting a wicket, but then what he's doing is building up that pressure on the 2 batters out there in the middle.
Yeah, both the teams are really now fighting hard to get a win on this particular day. IAS Invincible scoring a very decent total of 161 on the board. The highest so far in this tournament from them. But something good has to come from Renaissance challengers.
Oh, he's castled him. Mehran Khan gets another wicket to his name, and what a performance here from the star of IAS Invincibles, the captain stepping up.
Well, he is a very thinking bowler, as I always mention. He is a very, very good bowler. Not letting the batters to come up to him and always keeping them guess for the next ball. Look at it one. It was just straight ball. The batter actually played the reckless shot across the line, and so his stumps was uprooted.
Yeah, certainly skidded off the surface. Mehran Khan as accurate as ever and targeting the stumps. All Usman could do was just watch it disturb the furniture. 60 for the loss of 2 wickets with a ball to go. Hamad Ifraq, the captain now, out there in the middle, and he's going to be facing a very miserly and very tricky opponent skipper, Mehran Khan. 2 for 14 is what his figures read like. One ball short of that 3-over mark for him. Oh, big shot, making a statement here. Hamad Ifraq. This one's dislodged, or rather dispatched towards the mid-wicket boundary. What a way to end the over. Yes, a wicket to Mehran Khan, but certainly a 6 now to make sure that he dictates terms.
Well, absolutely. That is the approach which I'm talking about. Look at that one, picked up beautifully from the meat of the bat over to the long on. That should be the spirit. End of over number 9.
Muzar, he went for as many as 10 in his first over and now being introduced back into the attack. Let's see whether he can manage to pull things back in his favour. Good ball to start with. Muzar looks like a very different bowler, especially when he gets that pace going for him. Tad bit quicker from the first over, and when you get that line and length right, all of a sudden he looks very, very threatening, and that's when he gets his wickets at the same time as well.
Now he is always trying his best to get some pace and some movement into there and off the wicket. But sometimes when you are off colour, things don't come to your way.
Still a very young guy, Muzahir. Very well built. Nice tall lad. Loves to bend his back when he's bowling. Oh, brilliant. He's dug that one very, very well. Hamad Ifraq coming out swinging. He seems to be in some sort of a mood here, the captain of Renaissance.
Should be. I mean, he has come up with some good runs, though he scored, but not the way he is supposed to do in the last 4-5 matches. When he is ready, getting some runs, 30-35, he throws his wicket. That's the problem. Not carrying on from where.
So looking for more inspiration here at the moment. IAS Invincibles. They know that this can go down to the wire. Oh, keeps it away from him. Some running between the wickets. It's very, very close. Muzahir, after that follow through, had to rush to collect the ball and effect a run out. However, the run was completed.
Effort was there, absolutely. Difficult for the bowler to go on his whole bowling. A bit late. It could have been a run out had he directly hit the wicket.
Very important to have Prithvi Machi out there in the middle. He's got plenty of experience, and now with the captain also, it just doubles up the effort. Takes a little bit of pressure off Prithvi Machi.
Yes, I think he is the key at the moment for the National Challengers.
Charging down the track, plays it inside out. The fielder absent in that cover region. So boundary now for Hamad Ifraq. He's scoring runs and he's scoring them really quickly at the moment.
Brilliant approach. The moment he arrived, he said, yes, I am there. The first ball from Mehran Khan, he hit it for the maximum. And this time he came down the wicket towards the extra cover. Very good approach.
Zahir will have to correct himself. Charging down the track once again, this time towards the onside. Only a single, but the intentions are clear from Hamad Ifraq. He's going swinging very, very hard. And he's managing to find the boundaries. What can Muzahir do from here? How does he target Prithvi Machi? Because on one end it's Hamad Ifraq who's doing most of the hitting work. Prithvi Machi has now gone into that safe zone where he knows that he can build a massive innings from here.
Here the fast bowler's mind used to be worked how he's going to save the runs.
Delicately played towards third. But the gully fielder will ensure that it's only a single. End of the second over for Muzahir. He's gone for 9 in this. At the halfway stage, Renaissance Challengers are 75 for the loss of 2 wickets as the players just stop and stop for a breather. At the halfway stage, 75 for the loss of 2 wickets, Renaissance challengers, and Mehran Khan looking to bowl out himself at the moment. And why not? He's picked up 2 wickets and 20 runs only in bargain. To tell us more about what the Renaissance challengers need to do from here onwards so that they can get that elusive couple of points in that league points table, we have Mudassir Ali Qureshi.
Play positive cricket. The way they are getting those runs, they need to continue in the same manner for the next 59 legal deliveries.
Slower one. That took forever to reach the batter.
He has the tendency to go towards that leg side with that angle he creates, trying to come into the right-hand batter. That is where he leaks runs. So far, having a good game. Mehran Khan runs with the bat. Now, couple of wickets bowling his final over. And between, it's Prithvi Machi, who is anchoring the innings quite well for Renaissance challengers.
And he's key, Prithvi Machi, can't agree more with you. Towards the offside for a single. So they're rotating strike at regular intervals, and then now Hamad Ifraq has come out swinging, and the kind of shots he's playing, it just seems so very positive. You might want to just believe that a Renaissance challengers could cross the finish line tonight.
They're struggling to go beyond that 110, 120. It was the same case with bowling unit, but now learning from IAS Invincibles. Oh, ball just keeping a bit low. Lucky escape. That movement towards the top stick saved Hamad.
Has the pitch slowed down a bit? It does seem to be so. And you already see the team management and all the experienced personnel, they're all indicating now. You can also see Pasindhu now, going through his warm-up regime, so he might be the next change. Muzai has gone for quite a few. Oh, big shot. This is absolute gold here. It's gone through the hands of the fielder, but then that elevation and that power from Hamad Ifraq took everyone by surprise.
Covered a lot of ground. The fielder there was not in control, but somehow manages to connect it. And who's the fielder there? It's Muzahir Raza, the youngster, did all the hard work, just not able to grab onto that opportunity. Dejected is Mehran. Easily it could have been wicket number 3.
Yeah, now that he's got that 6, he'll want to play the rest of the over very sensibly. He's done most of the work in this over, so this is what positivity does to an innings.
And rightly said by you, a couple of deliveries ago, the wicket playing differently. The ball not coming onto the blade as it was coming early when the lights were not on. But he has some other plans. He's taking Mehran Khan out of equation here. He is frustrated, Mehran Khan. What could have been a brilliant spell, it turned out to be an expensive over. Maximum number 2 and ends though with the flourish.
Have a look at that once again. Bangs it in short, but because of the sudden slowing down of the pitch, he had ample amount of time to just get down on one knee and swing the bat, and boy oh boy, this was quite a shot here from Hamad Ifraq. It's unbelievable the way he's striking. 8 ball 24, and with 11 overs done, Renaissance challengers are 91 for the loss of 2. 11 overs and Pasindu introduced into the attack. They'll probably look to keep it very, very tight now. However, that field setting that IAS Invincibles have is anti-pressure building, I believe. They're still standing quite far away on this edge of the circle.
That's a shorter boundary for Prithvi Maji towards that leg side. A left-arm orthodox bowling. Slight error from Pasindu. He'll be punished. That is the reason he started with that off-stick deliveries. A good start. Bowl those dot deliveries. Create that pressure.
Looks to charge down and he's played that in the gap. Looking for that second run now and will get it comfortably. And this is where IAS Invincibles need to plug the gaps and they need to be on their toes. These 2 runs and, easy singles have to be avoided.
One shot. You did all the hard work, but that millimeters matters. Not sliding his bat while going for that first run, Prithvi Machi. So just 1 run will be added to the total.
Yeah, absolute carnage here at the moment. Cuts. Looks to take on the fielder and I think he'll get it because the throw was wayward. It was powerfully hurled towards the keeper but not accurate.
Great reflexes shown by wicket-keeper Sufyan. And what a game of cricket we are witnessing here. This is what happened a couple of deliveries ago. It was at the other end. This is what happened. He was in a hurry. The basics were not right. He did all the hard work but forgot to cross that line.
Yeah, it's a game of margins, a game of absolute minute margins. Hamad Ifraq has done nothing wrong at the moment. 9 ball 25 and one would say that where were you? Where was this red hot form all in the earlier 5 games that you've played?
The same goes with Mehran Khan. Where were you? That is the reason the team was struggling. IAS Invincibles posted the highest team total so far in this tournament, but the total looks to be in danger the way Prithvi and Hamad stitching a partnership here.
Pasindu has given only 3 singles so far. Looking to shuffle, he's given that a good whack, but then this time around Muzair Raza does no mistake, rather makes no mistake. He's excited about it and Pasindu making that all-important breakthrough for the IAS Invincibles.
A hard-fought knock of Prithvi Machi comes to an end. Pasindu bowling his first over, clever piece of bowling, trying to target that shorter boundary, but Pasindu had his own plans, not coming into the radar of Prithvi Machi. This time no mistake by young Muzahir Raza. A much needed breakthrough has been provided. Wicket number 3 goes down.
.94 for the loss of 3 wickets. Out walks the big show, the big man, Sufyan Mahmood. Oh, he's going to be sent back. Some sort of trouble here. This is where Renaissance challengers want to win those big moments. Yes, a wicket has fallen down, but how do they maintain their composure? 12 overs gone, 94 for the loss of 3 Renaissance. Mohammad Imran introduced into the attack. So now some exciting cricket up for grabs, up for viewing, as the Renaissance challengers are putting up a very, very well-spirited fight. Looks to continue the onslaught, Hamad Ifraq at the moment. And for this delivery, it was nothing but air. So 25 of 10 balls. He'll have to keep his composure. He'll have to keep cool.
I like this change from the captain, Mehran Khan. Wicket went down in the previous over, straight away getting his premier fast bowler into the attack. All they need is this wicket of Hamad, who's batting beautifully here at Oman Cricket Academy.
Looking to charge down once again, beaten all ends up. This is good showing here from Mohammad Imran. He knows what to do at every stage of the innings. Whenever he's brought into the attack, he bowls according to a set plan, and that has been the key improvement in Mohammad Imran's performance over the last 1 year of gameplay and game time that he has got.
And also, he gives credit to Mohammad Nadeem. Once he made a debut, he got few tips, and we have seen completely different fast bowler. He used to have a problem with that out swingers earlier, but now he can bowl both the in swingers and out swingers at will. Another way outside the off stump this time. A wide has been called, and it's a very good opportunity for Imran and for IAS Invincibles to get rid of Hamad, because he's looking to go big. He needs to understand the situation. I mean, they have lost the wicket in the previous over. Play the overs of Imran. Still 7 overs to go after this. You are in control.
And that's where you say that the Renaissance challengers need to win some key moments. They need to know which battles to lose and which battles to win. Even losing a battle can work in your favor at times. Oh, big tries to go for the big shot. It sounded really sweet, but right at the moment, Hamad Ifraq is scampering to get towards the non-strikers end because Sufyan Mahmood had taken off.
The last over, he was not interested to go for the single. Now, it was never a single. He just took off from that non-striker and Sufyan Mahmood. And even his partner was not looking at him. Respond to the call of Sufyan was Hamad. He was in danger, needed a direct hit by Sufyan, the wicket keeper. Lucky escape.
Yeah, probably took some time to recover from that effort that he put in to hit a shot. Now Sufyan Mahmood, he has a calculative mind. He knows what to do on what occasions. Can he step up for the Renaissance challengers now that they've gotten a good start? Still plenty of time left in the game. Rightly done. He'll look for the second and will get it. This is good cricket from Sufyan Mahmood.
Good awareness. He knows exactly where the fielders are stationed, and there's a longer boundary toward the leg side for Sufyan Mahmood. Not hit hard, played with soft hands. So a couple of runs.
And this is why it's a very interesting case for the selectors as well. Sufyan Mahmood or Mehran Khan or Sandeep Gaud. And no matter, I'm not sure if I'm missing out on some names here, but that medium pace or pace bowling all-rounders who can certainly contribute with the bat. Very interesting case for the national team.
Mansoor Mazhar. He's the hot topic. Apart from Mehran Khan, whenever IAS Invincibles, they are on field. Love the way the energy level always is up to the mark. Whether he bats or bowl or even in the field, he gives his 100%.
Works away towards the onside off the pads. Flicked off the pads. It's going to be a single. Mansoor Mazhar, there you go. Cameras following.
Relentlessly working hard, our camera team and production team.
harsh conditions today. Ever since the morning, ever since the first ball has been bowled, it's just beating down, humid.
Sitting in the AC com box, our fellow commentator always complain about one or two things, but these cameramen, they never complain.
Bringing you good pictures. Oh, big shot towards the offside. I think he's got enough on it. What a shot this one from Hamad Ifraq. Certainly a statement six here that we are not going down without a fight. You better watch out, IAS Invincibles. Ending the 13th over on a high.
Oh, what a hit. Captain's knock. There you go. Flies over that point fielder for a maximum. Imran leaking runs. Hamad Ifraq, in his own style, getting those runs. They're still in the game. It's 105 for the loss of 3. 13 done.
Joining me in the com box at the stroke of 13 overs, or rather after 13 overs, is Pranav Mehta. That last over from Pasindu, just 3 runs and a wicket, and most importantly, it was the wicket of Prithvi Machi, was looking in absolute control of his innings. But since then on, we've seen that Hamad Ifraq is continuing the onslaught and Sufyan is playing smart cricket.
If you ask me, there is only one wicket that IAS Invincibles are looking for, and that is the wicket of Hamad Ifraq, although Sufyan Mahmood also joins the party.
Yeah,
what a strike.
They're certainly looking very, very aggressive out there. They are out there in the middle to prove a point that don't take us too lightly. Have a look at that shot. Fetched it out wide outside the off stump, and as straight as an arrow, never a fielder there. And this is smart cricket. You hit a boundary and then work around for a single.
I gave them only 10 to 15% chance of winning this game. And at the moment, they're doing justice to themselves. That minimist of chance, they're making it count. And it's on the back of the captain. Who better to stand up to the responsibility? The captain himself.
I think they've got you to blame for then, Pranav. Oh, the reverse sweep comes out and it beats the fielder. This is some unreal stroke making from Hamad Ifraq. He's trying out everything and not trying. He's literally bossing out every shot that's coming off his bat.
He's replicating that innings of Mehran Khan that set them on fire, IAS Invincibles. And on this occasion, it is Hamad Ifraq, the captain, controlling the tide. The only way IAS Invincibles can win this game is by getting the back of Hamad Ifraq. And that has to happen very, very quickly. Or else Hamad Ifraq towards his fastest 50. Intelligent cricket.
Absolutely, that's the right word. This is intelligent cricket. You know that you've gotten a couple of boundaries in this over, and all you have to do is just see off Pasindu's over because they have met that minimum requirement in this. Pasindu now will have to strike. Otherwise, it's just going to be a very, very poor showing at the moment. Just a single to complete the over. 14 gone. Renaissance challengers are 116 for the loss of 3 wickets.
I mean, 6 overs, 45 to win for Renaissance Challengers. It's a game to lose for Renaissance Challengers from here.
Well, not necessary. It's not a game to lose. It's still level peggings at the moment because IAS Invincibles, the kind of bowlers that they have remaining, they've got 1 over from Mohammad Imran remaining. Do not forget that. And then you have Shehzad Raza playing today.
And what I mean by game to lose is this is a game in their pocket at the moment. It is in complete control. 6 overs, 45 to win, 7 wickets in hand. Hamad Efraq, 37 of 15 balls, 9 of 7 for Sufyan Mahmood as well. But then they've had that kind of outings on a regular interval, probably 3 or 4 times, where game in their favor and they've lost it from there.
Well, absolutely. That's why I said this is level peggings, because Renaissance Challengers, if they continue going with the same pace as they're going at the moment, they will very well see themselves home and secure those 2 points for themselves. But IAS Invincibles, they know a thing or two about pulling things back, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat.
Well ball.
Looks to hit big once again. Hamad Efraq gets the bottom edge, so it's only going to be a single. And rotation of strike is going to play a very, very key role at the moment for Renaissance.
But what an inning, 16 ball, 38. Standing at the non-striker's end at the moment, but he's certainly done justice to his position, leading the team from front. Rashmika Rana Singh. They've been decent. IAS Invincibles. Can't say that they've allowed Renaissance Challengers to dominate. It's Renaissance Challengers they've decided to dominate. They've come with the intent, and that's what has been impressive for them.
Yeah, now another single. I think this is too close for comfort. Opting not to go for the non-strikers end. There was cover available in the form of Asif Al-Balushi, but still he decides to throw it towards the end where Hamad Efraq was heading. So they certainly realize the danger that Hamad Efraq is at the moment. What Hamad Efraq's innings today does is that the batters to come from here onwards, and these are some good names. You have Nadeem Khan remaining to come. Hamad Mirza is quite a class act. Amanullah Rafiqi looking to tonk another one, missing it, all ends up. And then you have Syed Amir Shah as well. So all of these are good 6 hitters. And not only 6 hitters, they are good stroke players. So getting that last surge is not going to be a huge task for the Renaissance Challengers. But to get there and make it and have the whole situation under control, this partnership plays a key role. Another single. Good over from Rashmika Rana Singh. As many as 5 from it against the run of play. 15 gone, 120 for the loss of 3 wickets. "15 overs gone." Floodlights have been on for quite some time now as the night sky settles in. Some beautiful visuals. Nice hue in the skies of Al Amrad, but at the moment there's a very, very important and very intense battle going between the black and the reds. Hamad Efraq, the captain, fighting, punching hard, and he's come out there with some intent. Just goes on to say that Renaissance Challengers have finally put their foot down and said enough is enough. This is where we start taking control and look to secure some wins and look to perform better. Champion mindset, and obviously such champion mind. To talk more about such mindsets, it's going to be Jamil Zaidi joining me in the comm box.
Well, I think the right time, I mentioned right from the first over, Their intention should be to go to win the match because they have nothing to lose, even losing the match. But very right approach, right from the first over. It was Prithvi Machi who did the damage in the first couple of overs, and now it is Ahmad Frak who is playing a captain's knock and very intelligently supported by Sufyan Mahmood.
At the 15-over mark, from here onwards, most teams look to score about 10 runs and over. And if they manage to do that, this game is very much under control for the Renaissance Challengers. This time, crunch towards the cover. This is some excellent fielding by Asif Al-Balushi. Standing there like a rock. What a stop this one, and what an effort in the field.
Brilliant. The owner himself is trying to show the team that, yes, I can do that. Why not you are going to do that one?
Leading by example, and that's what IAS Invincibles have done so far in this D20, powered by Fancode.
Interesting match is going on. This time, Sufyan Mahmood plays it on towards the mid-on boundary. And after a long wait, finally, Renaissance Challengers are now coming up to their real potential, what they can do. Unfortunately, so far they have not succeeded, but today looks to be the day they're looking for. Joining me, Pranav Mehta.
Looking to manufacture on this occasion. It's only going to be a single. So certainly pulling the tide back just when it matters the most. IAS Invincibles, they are a champion side. They are in the momentum. Yes, a wonderful performance from Renaissance Challengers, but that's been the situation for the last 3-4 games that Renaissance Challengers have played. And that's where still, with them being at 123 in 15.3, I still don't have the confidence in them.
Well, they're trying their best. That's what I appreciate, especially Habibi Frak is doing the thing what he has to do now. 41 of just 20 deliveries shows that what intention he has got for this particular match.
They'll still have to close this innings in their favor. Reverse sweep. Straight to the fielder will be a dot ball, a valuable one. They're appealing and they're going to go. Oh, this is good running. Very good running.
Absolute brilliant running. They're going for the third umpire. Well, they don't have to take chances at the stage of the game where they need a wicket at this moment of the game. So they are asking umpire to go up and confirm what exactly happened.
This is the last way you want your captain to be walking back to the dugout. I think he's safe. Although it's a direct hit, and that's always interesting. Oh, he's back in time. Just in time. It's his day, Ahmad Frak. Can he close the game in favor of Renaissance Challengers for the very first time in this tournament? What is it? The 6th game for Renaissance Challengers. Not even one has gone in their favor, and that's where they're not doing justice to their potential. They're a very talented side, but need Ahmad Frak to close this game.
This is what I'm talking right from the first over, that they are a very good team. And unfortunately, they're not clinging up, especially the batters are not performing as they should for the team. But the bowling is no doubt about it. It's quite good. And the fielding is also quite good. But the only worry is the batting.
It is one or the other which doesn't stand up for themselves. Sometimes it is batting, sometimes it is bowling, sometimes it is fielding. Today, if they're not on the winning side, they will be talking about those drop catches, drop opportunities, misfields. But then if they win, everything is dusted under the carpet.
This is quite usual in the cricket. When you are winning, nobody is looking at this time hammered it by Sufyan Mahmood. Playing the anchor role at the moment, going for the singles, giving maximum chance to Ahmad Frak, who looks to be very good in batting at the moment today.
16 overs done. Just 6 runs from that over of Pasindu. 126 for the loss of 3. Wonderful visuals. Beautiful. As beautiful as it can get. Here at the heart of Muscat, the Vilayat of Amrat. A painter could have his inspiration by watching these visuals. Such is the beauty of this wonderful Vilayat of Amrat. Between these picturesque Al Hajar mountains, the lush green outfields of the Oman Cricket Academy. Rashmika Ranasinghe charging in the air. What a wonderful strike. Sufyan Mahmood comes to the party, comes to the rescue just when things were not going in favor of Renaissance Challenges in the past few overs. Sufyan Mahmood cuts loose.
What an effortless maximum from Sufyan Mahmood, is standing and delivering it towards the extra cover for the maximum.
It's so important to be calculative, and that's the perfect way to describe this calculative Sufyan Mahmood. And immediately rotates the strike. They don't need a lot. Just around 8 runs per over, probably 7.5 runs per over. And that's where that maximum eases the pressure down. And it's come off the very first delivery of the over. So the entire over, Rashmika Ranasinghe, who doesn't want to leak a lot, will have a lot of pressure. 7 of 2 now.
Well, let us see what is going to be in the next delivery. And this time, Hamad Ifraq. Straight over the pavilion. What a magnificent hit it was.
Is it a game in the pocket of Renaissance Challengers, or I'm saying it too early? Giving them just 10 to 15% at the start of the innings. And look what they have done here on the back of Hamad Ifraq, inching close to his 50. What a show this is by Renaissance Challengers. Absolutely champion stuff. 48 of 20 to Hamad Ifraq. 139 for 3. Looking for another big one. It'll just be a dot ball, and Sufyan is probably struck at a place where he doesn't want to be struck.
Yeah, definitely you're right. Spot on. But I'm sure from here on, things definitely looks to be going in the favor of Renaissance Challengers. But in this competition, but now we know how the things change in a matter of over only 4 or 5 deliveries can change the entire complexion of the game. In the last couple of nail biters, exciting matches.
Don't talk about things changing here. That's something that Renaissance don't want to be hearing. It's mere formalities from here. 22 in 20 deliveries. Make it 22 in 19 deliveries. An equation which will put a smile on Renaissance Challengers' face. They've had a brilliant outing. Absolutely outstanding. And that too on a day where they were not in the equation. They fielded poorly. Their bowling was pretty much mediocre. And from there to fight back, it's a great achievement. 140 on the board for the loss of 3 at the end of 17. 18 balls to spare, and they just need 21 to win. In comes Muzahir Raza. It's an opportunity for him to prove that he has the mantle. He did that in one of the games, getting a fifer, but that was a game that was dominated by Imran. Today is a different kind of day. Can he show that he has the mantle? IAS Invincibles are in pressure here. 21 to defend in 18 deliveries.
Yeah, right time for him to prove that he is one of the best medium fast bowlers in Oman. Doing that wonderful job in the last 2 days before he got 5 ball for him. The first bowler who got that one. And today is now time for him to show that yes, he is the one. This was a beautiful one, blocking into the block hole of the batter.
The only problem is that he only rises under pressure. And if you look at the stats are not doing justice to his potential. He might be talented. Rather, he is talented. Might is an understatement. I feel he's extremely talented. It's only a matter of time that he understands that I need to do justice to my talent. And that can only be done by getting numbers to your value. Defending 160, if those 2 overs would have been 2 overs 12 runs or 2 overs 10 runs, probably 2 overs 14 also, that would have done a lot of good to him and the team. At the moment, he's bowling a good line with some decent variations.
This is all you want to do now. Try to stop the flow of runs from the batters. Let them take the singles, putting the pressure onto them to go for the big hits. And that's where some, what you call, partnership breakup can come up.
He needs to bowl one magic delivery. It's absolute magic because at the moment, 2 senior players playing in the middle. Hamad Afraq, the captain, gets to his 50 in style. We couldn't get an opportunity to celebrate it because that's the kind of match we are in. So much happening. We completely missed it out.
Absolute brilliant batting from him. Absolutely right from the moment he arrived at the wicket, he showed the intention that today he likes to take the team towards the victory, and it's still a long way to go now from here on.
And he didn't even celebrate his 50. That means he means business tonight. He wants to get to the finishing line and then celebrate. Drilled straight down the ground, and this is decent bowling from Muzahir Raza.
Very well bowling.
Wonder where this bowling was when he comes in the first spell. He leaked that 20 runs. Could he have bowled something similar to what he's bowling right now? Understanding that Renaissance Challengers needed a few quick runs that time. And if he can bowl a 6-run over, he's just going to do justice to his...
Well, I don't agree with you because every day is not somebody's day. Bowler's day or batter's day. But today, batters dominated the game of the cricket.
Full toss, high up in the air. Fielder is going to be out of equation because it's no man's land. And lot of vacant real estate here in Amrat.
Yes, this is what we were talking about. I mean, day belongs to someone who is doing batting like today. Mehran Khan is coming up with the blistering knock. Prithvi Machi, he is absolutely a brilliant batter. He came up with this tension to get maximum runs as long as he's on the wicket. And similarly, Hamad Afraq has come. But I was not very much impressed today with Mohammad Imran.
It's a different kind of day. They're pushing for the second. They won't go for it. This is good fielding from IAS Invincible. It's a game of cat and mouse at the moment. Can he keep it down to a single?
So far, so good. Very good over from Zahir.
Brilliant over.
Just 5 runs so far. Doing his best at this stage of the game where the runs are to be blocked by the bowlers.
Needs a wicket, Muzahir Raza. in the block hole, and it's only going to be a dot ball. Not really. They're going to scamper for a single. So just 6 runs from that over of Muzahir Raza. Finally a good one from Muzahir. 18 overs done, 146 for the loss of 3. 15 required in the final 2. Do Renaissance challengers have enough fuel in their tank? 12 balls, 15 runs required. And IAS Invincibles are in all sorts of trouble on a day when Imran has not come to the party. He's not stood up to the task, and that's where 3 overs, 30 runs.
Very, very interesting now, really. Once again, the match is going on to the wire. Great battle between the bat and the ball. 1 over will change the complexion of the game in either side's favor.
What's your thought? IAS Invincibles, Renaissance challengers. Just don't tell me that this over will decide the fate. What's your thought?
I think, yes, penultimate over.
It's the penultimate over. I really feel this is a game for Renaissance challengers to lose from where they are. They are in a very comfortable seat. And from here, if they lose this game, especially with 2 set batters, they're going to be distraught.
Bad luck for them if this will happen.
If they lose from here, it's not going to be a heartbreak. They're going to be shattered. Really important for Renaissance challengers and this tournament that Renaissance challengers are able to close this through. Right in the block hole. Imran is a very intelligent bowler.
Well, I think both Sufyan and Hamad try to get as many ends runs in this over, particularly to ease the pressure of the last over. 6, 7 runs, 8 runs will be okay. But if it go beyond 10 and 11, then it will be a really contest.
At the moment, they need 12, rather 13 of 9, or rather 13 of 10. 13 of 10. IAS needs a wicket. Renaissance needs a boundary. And for the moment, it's the equation in balance. It's a single.
Yes. Any 2s, any 3s will definitely make the difference. But Imran is bowling hard out. He was not good at all today. Given away so many runs. But now the time has come to show his class. He is a classy bowler, no doubt about that.
One of these balls is going to be a paddle sweep, or probably a reverse paddle. We asked for it, we predicted it, and we have got it.
You beauty, Panna. What predicted immediately has been done. Brilliantly played. Spotted on nicely by Panna. All experience behind it. And the only way to get runs is the place where no fielder was there.
It's brilliantly executed by Hamad Ifraq. Right in the block hole. And made sure he got underneath it to get that elevation over fine leg. And that was extremely well directed from Hamad Ifraq. So it's an even Steven game now.
The pressure has been eased a bit on Renaissance batters.
8 of 8. It's time to go home. What a wonderful shot, just for 1 run, but Hamad Ifraq, he's been extraordinary tonight.
But absolutely brilliant display. Match-winning knock from him. If they go through, which we sure they might under the situation.
He should be rehearsing his speech for the presentation ceremony, because nobody else can be the man of the match other than Hamad Ifraq.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. That's going to winning knock from him. And let's see how they face the next.
7 of 7. Full toss and scampered for a single. They're pushing for the second, won't get it. Don't go anywhere. 6 balls to go, 6 runs remaining, 7 wickets in hand. It's a game to lose from here for Renaissance challengers. Six of 6 required. 5 for a tie. And the ball in the hands of young Muzahir.
What if we save this match from this over?
I feel that he's going to be a certain hero if he saves the game from here. The only way he's going to be saving the game from here is by picking up wickets. Because I don't see these two playing any dot balls. Especially with the fielders coming right from the circle. 5 fielders inside the circle. Right in the block hole.
Wow.
We are talking about a dot ball being impossible. He manages one.
Come on, Sufyan. All your experience now is on stake at this moment.
Isn't it the same for Muzahir Raza? He's been among the plans of national side. He's a capped player, and that's a big responsibility to have. So I'm not sure if Hamad Ifraq is capped. Not capped, right? So we are talking about 2 capped players competing against each other. One very experienced Sufyan Mahmood versus Muzahir Raza. Inside out, in the gap, 1 bounce into the boundary. He was always expecting a slower delivery. He can be stunned there, Muzahir Raza, but to make sure that his field is right, it's his responsibility, and this is a brilliant shot from Sufyan Mahmood.
That's all the experience behind Sufyan. Today he looks to be really Sufyan Mahmood, as we're talking about him every time he comes to bat on. This is what he can do. Absolutely brilliant.
Mudassir Ali Qureshi was in danger from that shot. What a strike from Sufyan Mahmood. Mere formalities now. 4 balls remaining. 2 runs to win. Can Muzahir Raza produce a special delivery? Because Sufyan Mahmood is going to be throwing the kitchen sink at it.
Let us wait and see what this...
Looking for the run out. It's going to be a deflection, and they're probably not going to run for it.
I don't know what's the way of that one, getting that single. The ball was in the hand of the fielder, and he was way away from the wicket. Very, very lucky.
One thing is certain, Renaissance challengers are not going to be losing this game. The scores are tied. So it's certainly going to be first points on the board. They'll still have to get 1 run in the remaining 3 deliveries to get 2 points on the board.
Well, yes, this is what we're all talking about since morning, this match, that they doesn't have anything to lose. They come, play their natural game, and that's what exactly they have done, starting from Prithvi Machi and then Hamad Ifraq, take the things to in his hand. And of course, with this experienced Sufyan Mahmood taking the singles and hitting mighty sixes when the time required.
So the keeper has come up to Muzahir Raza. 1 run to win. Hamad Ifraq, you beauty. Oh, he's bowled a 5 wide here.
What else, Pranav?
I was out of words. I was preparing for a big win from the bat of Hamad Ifraq, but what a win this is nonetheless. Striking at almost 200. Hamad Ifraq, 58 of just 31 deliveries, has done brilliant. What an incredible win for the Renaissance Challengers, and it's the first win for Renaissance Challengers in this season.
They have very, very well-deserved victory for Renaissance Challengers. Though they have not bowled well, they led the IAS Invincibles to score 160 runs, which is a good total, but all credit goes to the batter, starting from Prithvi Machi, and then it was Hamad Ifraq and Sufyan Mahmood who takes the team to the victory. Finally, 2 points on the board for Renaissance Challengers.
Clinical win, certainly, from Renaissance Challengers, but it was a spirited effort from IAS Invincibles. First to get to that very attacking 160. Yes, the bowlers didn't come to the party. An off day for Imran. Muzahir Raza not standing up to his responsibility. Other spinners also leaking a few runs, and that's where I feel it was an off day for IAS Invincibles. But an incredible win, outstanding win from the jaws of defeat for Renaissance Challengers here.
Well, all credit goes to the batters. I'll tell you, it was Prithvi Machi who did start the proceeding with a positive note, and finally the note has come up. Absolute great batting performance by the top order batsman Prithvi Machi, the top scorer. 44 he scored in just 40 deliveries, and it was Hamad Ifraq who is still not out fit. 58 for 31, and Sufyan Mahmood, a well-deserved 32 of just 24 deliveries. The match won by Renaissance Challengers after long, long wait.
One thing that is exquisitely good is that Renaissance Challengers, first time I'm looking at a batting scorecard where everybody except for one batter is above run a ball. What an incredible performance from the Renaissance Challengers to get their first 2 points in this tournament. They're a champion side. And then when we are talking about the bowling side, you would look at the economies and you will wonder, how is that even acceptable? Mehran Khan, the only bowler to pick up 2 wickets. Pasindu did get a wicket, but look at those big names. Mohammad Imran, 4 overs 39, 9.75 economy. Muzahir Raza, 3.3, 31 runs, just 4 dot balls, and an economy of 8.85, almost around 9. And then also Rashmika Rana Singhe, yes, he got tonked in just 1 over 3 for 3 overs 25 runs. And that's where all the problems was. Shahzad Rahim could have been used a little more, 2 overs for 9 runs, and we will always wonder why he wasn't used a little more.
Well, the all credit goes to the Renaissance batters that today they have come up to their expectation. They are a very good side. Let's go for the highlights of the match. It is the Prithvi Machi who started the innings. Come down the wicket, very first ball, he played it out to the fine leg boundary, and this time he just beautifully played, flicked it over to the mid wicket, and that is the second maximum he scored. Brilliant batting. This was once again played it out, stood in the hand, the first wicket, it's come down the wicket, and it's going to be the maximum. Swept well. And this time the slower one from Mehran got the wicket of Asif Khan.
What a wonderful effort from Renaissance Challengers. Everything in that highlights is standout. Exceptional batting, especially once those two came to the middle. Prithvi Machi was looking extraordinary just before he played that shot straight to Muzahir Raza. But once Sufyan Mahmood joined Hamad Ifraq, they were an exceptional pair. They manufactured, they executed their plans to perfection. They played some innovative shots, and they were very, very destructive. They needed boundaries on offer, and they kept going for boundaries, especially that inside-out shot from Sufyan Mahmood to Muzahir Raza. That was one shot that is going to be spoken about for a very long time by Sufyan Mahmood on the social media.
So match summary, IAS Invincibles scored 160 for 4. Some great batting by Mehran Khan, 46 of 24. Abdul Rauf Ataullah, 36 of 31. And Sufyan Yusuf, 35 not out. Nadeem Khan took 1 for 26. And Hanifullah, 1 for 27. Sufyan Mahmood 1 for 33. Chasing 160. It was a brilliant batting performance from Renaissance Challengers, spearheaded by their captain, Hamad Ifraq. 50 out of 31 deliveries. Prithvi Bachi made the foundation, 44 of just 41. And it was clinical batting from Sufyan Mahmood, 32 of 24. Renaissance Challengers won the match.
What an incredible win this is for Renaissance Challengers, and they're going to be partying late tonight. But before that, we would want to choose who the man of the match is, and our partner is waiting on the sidelines for the man of the match just after a short break.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
A well-planned chase and collective team effort saw Renaissance Challengers to register their first victory in this tournament. With this victory, they opened their account on the points table, showing resilience and great team effort. And talking about IAS Invincibles, on the other hand, they posted their highest team total but could not able to defend that. A tough day for IAS Invincibles, but plenty of positives going ahead in this tournament for IAS. And talking about this game, a high-scoring encounter in the first innings. IAS Invincible posted 160 for the loss of 4 in the allotted 20 overs. The likes of Mehran Khan coming to the party with the bat, scoring 46 of just 24 balls with the help of 4 huge maximums and 4 fours. And there was some late contribution coming from Mansoor Mazhar as well. But when the second inning started, Renaissance Challengers, they had their own plans. Prithvi Machi getting all those important 44 runs at top of the order. A brilliant partnership between Hamad and Prithvi Machi. At the end, it was the captain Hamad Ifraq and Sufyan Mahmood took Renaissance Challengers home. And talking about the performances and the player of the match, it's Kiara Azad who will be giving the player of the match to the player who scored unbeaten 58 in just 31 balls with the help of 5 maximums and 3 fours. It goes to the captain, Mohammad Ifraq. And what a wonderful knock under pressure by Mohammad Ifraq. You can collect your memento from Mr. Azad. Hamad, congratulations. At last, you have tasted a victory.
Yeah, finally, Alhamdulillah, we won this match. And I just want to thank Allah for this victory. And we did well, we batted well. This is very good wicket to bat on. And we just went there with a positive mindset, nothing else, just stick on our basics. And loose balls, we just converted into boundaries and we just rotating strike. So finally, inshallah, we will keep momentum from here, inshallah.
And Hamad, the victory is the sweetest thing when you have tasted the defeat. How special is this victory for you, keeping in mind you have contributed a lot with the bat, also in the field?
Yeah, it means a lot for me, and inshallah, so many positive vibes will come, inshallah, just because of this victory. And inshallah, this tournament, we will fight, inshallah, we will fight in this tournament till the end.
Overall, collective team effort we have seen. Tell us about 2 partnerships. One with Prithvi, the other one with Sufyan. 2 experienced batters alongside you.
Yeah, Prithvi is playing really well and he batted well. I told him the same thing, just rotate a strike, keep rotating a strike, and if you get loose ball, you just convert it into boundaries. Same thing he's applying, and same thing I did with Sufi as well. And we just want to keep one righty-lefty combination. That's why we keep left-handed batsmen. Instead, if Prithvi got out, I told Sufi to come in. So this is that's why the left-arm spinner is not very effective, because we are getting easily boundaries just because of this. So alhamdulillah, finally we won. This is it means a lot for me.
Well done, Hamad, and all the best for your upcoming games.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So that was the happy captain Hamad Ifraq. At last, Renaissance Challengers registering a win in this tournament. But the action will continue because there is a big match coming up. It will be Royal Oman Stallions. They'll be taking on Majlis Titans. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.